Oh, I was on mute. All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday night. Turn this down. How is everyone doing? All right. What are you looking at me for? What? What do you want me to do? You want me to put you in the chat? You want me to put you in the live stream? I don't know what she's asking for. Anyways, how's it going, guys? How is it going? Let's put a visual up for you guys. Random video. There we go. I love the HBO video. The HBO and commercial montage, I guess you'd say. Oh, man. Happy Friday, and salute toes to everyone out there in TV land. As usual, I'm having bourbon and Diet Coke, or Coke Zero, which is not too bad. See. As always, I like to ask everybody if the audio's a little off, or if it's just right, let me know. Try to do my best to get these settings right every time. It seems like I can never do it. So I have these meetings. I do these meetings for work, and so I have to change all the levels all the time. So anyway, maybe one of these days I'll have like my own studio for this stuff. And I'm waiting on my sister-in-law. Thanks for that tip, Louis Maltese, very much. Thank you very much for that, very much. Thank you. I'm waiting for my sister-in-law to chime in because she complained that I never recognized that she puts a chat in. So she's unhappy that I don't give her a shout-out. So when I see her, I'm going to make a big fuss about it. How about that? So I'm seeing my usuals in tonight. Let me see what the room's like. We got 84 very lonely people in the house tonight. Just joking. I love you guys. You come here to see a little bit of nostalgia, and I love that. Thank you so much for hopping in, of course, as always. But let's see who we got in. We got. Let me scroll back a little bit and catch up. I know y'all been trying to talk to me while I was getting ready. And by the way, this is a lightning video hat, courtesy of, I can't remember their name, Lunchbox VHS, I think. I can't remember. No, it's not them. Somebody else. All right, Direxalorian, Pico23, Tammy Deans. Looks like the usual awesome crowd. Thanks for joining in. Zykatana65. A Dot's Finest. Shimalaga Ding Dong. That's right. Tammy Deans, I already mentioned you, but hello again. Truth Loops, if we're going to get a handout to our trusty and faithful and always awesome moderator of the chat, Truth Loops, really cool guy. Thank you so much for what you do and helping me out here. Mr. Awesome, Rudy Arahata, hola. And of course, can't forget the Bid Nanakowski. Thank you for joining in and chiming in with your colorful comments. Louis B, Matt Gibbs, AJ Reyes, Louis Maltese, and thank you for that tip, by the way. Dave OC83, welcome aboard. Chasing Plastic, welcome again, and thanks for always joining us. Chasing Plastic is a really cool guest on these live streams. He has his own channel, which has a lot of followers himself. If y'all are into retro toys, check out his stuff. else we got here? Zach Pillar, hey, how's it going, man? Commodore 64, how you doing? Peachy Peachy. Alright, let me fast forward here. Super mega lonely. That was a joke, by the way. And if you're joking too, we don't want you to be lonely. Raiwa? Raiwa? But you're not lonely anymore. Not in this chat room. Phyla Zen. Hey, we got a new subscriber, KC. Welcome aboard. Phyla Zen, Dave, out of curiosity, do you have a collection of legit retro hats and shirts, etc.? Legit? Well, when you say legit, I'm guessing you mean like original. I have one original retro thing, and it is a Michael Jackson shirt that has been washed 1,000 times, but the Michael Jackson t-shirt has a print of the Disney's experience thing. I forgot what it was called. It's called Michael Jackson. If Moon was here, she could probably guess this really quickly because she's a big fan of MJ. It's the it's this movie theme experience. You're in this room and it's called I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, you're standing in a room with people, and this short movie comes on. It's almost like a version of... Oh gosh, what's the name? Wizard of Oz. It's like Michael Jackson's Wizard of Oz. Maybe it's called Oz. I don't know. Anyway, that's what the shirt is. That's an original. I got it off eBay. So maybe it's not original. I bought it off eBay, but I bought it off eBay like a long time ago. So I bought it off eBay like in 2006. All right, Captain O. I think it's called Captain O. So that would be the only original thing I have that's wearable, I guess you could say. Everything else has been donated or burned, thrown out because I've got pizza sauce on it. Who knows? Captain O. Well, everybody knew that. Just now saying that. Everybody's saying Captain O. There you go. Chaz Bolt, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome for this. Diana, I don't see you on here yet, and I probably missed you. See, when I try to go down and there's too many comments, it'll just do a blip and then travel to the future, which is now. The Wiz. Captain EO. That's right, Captain EO. And The Wiz. Maybe I'm getting two things mixed up. I know that too. I remember that too. Yeah, Z Cavaricci's. I had knockoff Z Cavaricci's in middle school. I couldn't afford the real ones. So I got the fake ones. Very cottony, I remember them being. Phineas Gage, do I remember you? You sound familiar. Don't hate me if I don't recall, because my total recall is not total. I suck. I remember everyone's names, but if I saw your face, I'd remember you. Totally missed. Hey, Diana. Shout out to Diana for that nice comment wherever you are. Sorry, Diana. Sorry. Continue on. No, this is a fictional video store, I believe. That comes from a reseller. No, I think it's real. I don't know. There's this retro guy on Instagram who has a really cool store where he recreates nostalgic looking things. It could be hats, shirts, what have you. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. And real quick here. Yes, Media Crypt. So go to Media Crypt, and I will put that in the comments. on Instagram, and you should find all sorts of fashionable delights to soothe your retro nostalgic needs. Pepe Jeans. Oh my god, I remember that. You don't remember that? Pepe Jeans? Albriano, Dave, I'll BBQ brisket for you any day. You have a place at my dinner table, bro. Hey, man. I appreciate that, man. And by the way, I think you're in Galveston, was it? Don't hate me if I'm wrong. I know you're in the area. But thanks for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. Taco trucks. I love taco trucks. Romper Room. I remember that. Bindakowski is going to make a toastal strudel. Hey, we're about to get started, man. You better hurry. I know this thing takes 5 minutes. Better hurry up, bro. For the life of me, I can't find Deanna. Anyway. So, yeah, let's start chatting. We'll get to... Let me go over the agenda for today. Unfortunately, we're not going to have trivia. I know you guys love the trivia. Some of you not so much. But I just didn't have time to put it together today. So we'll do it 2 weeks. Also, I will not have a live stream next week. I'm taking a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, no live streams, but I will have a couple unique new videos that you haven't seen before that I'll be uploading soon. What else we got here? Huh? What's up, Takamaru? And H-Town, that's right, you're an H-Town, man. Mouse back. So, let's see. As always, if y'all are interested in buying my cheesy merch, I don't have any near me. I need to make a video showing my merch, because no one, knows what it looks like in person. I've got it, sitting right here. Well, not sitting literally, but maybe 10 feet away. Anyway, I have a merch store down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, click on it and check it out. Also, I don't do super chats because I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I use a third party via PayPal. So if you're interested in tipping or what have you, click on the link above where it says tips are welcome. Totally don't have to do any of that, of course. Love you guys just being here. It's awesome hanging out with you as always. What else we got here? Oh, also, just a disclaimer. I always like to tell everybody, hey, I may not get to your comment in time. So if you're really trying to get me a message, spam it a couple times. I mean, not a lot, but just, re-ask the question a couple times. Maybe I'll see it. Diana. Thank you for that tip. Win. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. And Diana, the tips box, as you can see, is kind of smaller. It's not taking up the whole screen. The reason for that is because I had a very disgruntled subscriber reach out to me, and if you're watching, one, I'm kind of doing this for you, but I'm sure there's other people thinking it, that the tip graphics were way too large and just way too spammy, so I have reduced them in size to only take up a portion that covers my ugly mug. So maybe that will help out. But anyway, that is why the graphics are smaller. So a little something there for you. Yeah. So another thing, I collaborated with a company called RetroFied Magazine. And these guys are really, really, really cool. I'm not pushing them because they're asking me to... They're not doing anything for me, actually. I mean, they sent me magazines, but... Diana, oh, snap. I'll give that $5 back to you, by the way. Diana, thank you for that tip, Dan. She's my sister-in-law. She's probably going to come by and tell me that she tipped me. This magazine's really, really great. I like to... I'm sharing it on my channel just because I love it absolutely to death. The writing is really well done, and the ideas for the material is really great. And so every live stream, I'm going to do a little show and tell featuring snippets from this magazine. And I'll get to that in just a second. Let me catch up to your comments, of course. And also the agenda for the day, which I like to share with you guys, is, of course, we're not having trivia, so we're just going to skip right to the commercials and then call it a night, because I have to get up a little bit early, but hopefully we can... I hear them laughing. They're like, he doesn't have to get up early. I do. I have to get up early, damn it. And so we'll probably close this down around... Hey, stop laughing. Around 12. Which is about the usual time anyway. So, anyway. Norm says, hey, Delaxorian, damn it, he spelled his name wrong. Now I can't remember his name. Dorlaxon. Now no trivia. We may have a conspiracy. But he's here. Dorlaxon is here. I saw him earlier. I don't know if he left or not. 80s bushes were awesome. 80s bushes are still awesome. It depends on what bush you're talking about. All right, we're going to get straight to the show and tell stuff, because there's this really cool article about cartoons that they wrote, and I'd like to share that with you guys. It's fun. It's retro. I'm going to take another swig. Cheers. Hey, J. Rebecca, longtime supporter of this channel. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Alright, so let's check this out. Hopefully I got music on the Skycam. Oh, we do. Okay. So this is the issue 1 of RetroFied. Of course, if y'all are interested in purchasing this magazine or looking more into this magazine, check them out below in the description. I have their link. And again, thanks a lot to Mr. Burt for the editor-in-chief for sending these out to me. So I want to skip right to page 13. Five cartoons overdue for a reboot. Let me stop moving this around so y'all don't get seasick or anything. But anyway, this article is pretty cool. They wrote about cartoons which they think should, you know, be rebooted. And the cool thing about it is, and we notice right here, when this, at the time of writing this magazine, issue 1, because they're out with issue 2 now, by the way, they were hoping for He-Man, and He-Man is gonna be rebooted on Netflix. I don't know if y'all know about it, but Katrina, thank you so much for that tip, by the way. Awesome, thank you. It is going to be rebooted, so one of them came true, which is cool. But let's start here at Thunder the Barbarian. I don't know about you guys. I've never heard of this, but apparently, synopsis is they are in a state of dystopia, and they are here to survive and save the world from the mutated creatures that are now on this dystopian Earth, yada, yada, yada. I think that'd be a good idea, to be honest, because I'm totally into those end-of-the-world dystopian movies. Can't get enough of them. I don't know why. That would be pretty cool. This came out in 1980, Thunder the Barbarian. Again, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this. I've never even heard of it. I don't know if it came on my channel or not. But, yeah, so there's that. Herculoids. I do recall seeing this, and I do recall seeing on eBay lunchboxes for this guy. So I like to go thrifting. So when I go thrifting, I like to do my little run of things, and I'm always looking out for lunchboxes, even though I've gotten rid of all of mine. Anyway, going off tandem here. The Herculoids, I would see that on lunchboxes. Apparently these guys lived on some stupid planet, and they did nothing except play with these creatures who had 10 legs, 2 eyes, and everybody has 2 eyes, but you know what I'm saying. They just look stupid. But this was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. I just don't... I remember that. I remember this, but this was before my time. It was 1960-something. Y'all can't read that, but yeah, it's fairly an old one. I don't want a reboot of that. That's just silly. Now, Dungeons & Dragons is something else. If y'all remember Dungeons and Dragons, I remember it clearly because it was one of the last cartoons that they would show for the Saturday morning lineup, and the intro was so cool. The music, the animation was awesome. Of course, intros for cartoon animations are always way better than the actual cartoon quality, but it was pretty cool. I remember watching this, and then after this, Kung Fu Theater would come on. Anyway, I'd love to see a reboot of that. Of course, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now this, you can actually catch the trailer on Netflix, and I got it ready here on my phone, which I'll share with you right now. So let me just turn this music off, and we'll get this kind of ghetto-ish, but whatever. I'm gonna share it on my phone here with you guys. Turn this up. Let's see. Turn this music. Okay.
Take this castle.
Yeah, you probably can't hear the audio on this because my mic is set up a certain way. But how cool looking is that? I have the power! Okay. Anyway, I'm sure y'all can check this out on your own phones or whatever, but that looks pretty badass. I was like really, really impressed with that. So I am looking forward to the new He-Man. I used to watch it as a kid all the time. I think my favorite character, of course, was I know whoever that is. But it does kind of look anime-ish. I'm a big fan of anime. And speaking of anime, Jim and the Holograms, and I think Jim and the Holograms, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, for those of you hardcore Jim and the Hologram lover dudes. Melvor, thank you for that tip, bro. Sorry, I'm just now seeing some of your comments. Melvor, another celebrity, another YouTube celebrity on our channel. Love the guy, big fan of him. He is part of the Game Chasers crew, so check out his work and their work. Of course, Melvor, thank you again for that tip. He's always tipping. And if you have a live stream over, Melvor, let me know, and I'll come back and reciprocate that. So, Jim and the Holograms, I never watched it. Maybe I did. But I love the music on this thing. The music was really well done. Animation was actually top notch. I think the animation crew came out of Japan and Korea, kind of like some other animation studios. A lot of Korean animation kind of look Japanese-esque. But that would be pretty cool for a reboot. I'd definitely watch it, maybe secretly. But that's my show and tell with RetroFied. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on what you think should be rebooted, because I'm all about that anime cartoon stuff. Let's get back here. There we go. For this. So, let's see here. Let's see what y'all have been writing while I was doing my show and tell. Not enough homoeroticism. What do they call that in Japanese? It's not called hentai. It's called aoi or something. I can't remember. Let's see, Katrina G, how you doing? Melvor, how you doing, man? Glad you're always coming back and looking at this retro-esque awesome stuff. DuckTales and GoBots. That would be awesome. You know, I was kind of a GoBot kid myself when I couldn't afford a Transformer. I'd go and buy a GoBot and make it work. And when I would be playing with my Transformer, the stupid GoBot would come in, and the Transformer would always kill the GoBot because the GoBot sucked. But you know what? Hey, each to his own, right? GoBots. Oh Lord, DuckTales was awesome. The more ghetto, the better. What? No flip phone. Moto Trailer Eye. Oh. Seems Kevin Smith got caught lying about being a fan of the show, and it's just going in for it for the money. Yeah. As you get older and more famous, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Garbage Pail Flicks, thanks again for joining in. Another good friend of mine. He sent me some tapes. And by the way, I'll be doing a show and tell. Pics. Damn it! Always forget the name of your channel. Let me scroll to see if I can find you. Pics, promos, and something. If you're watching, chime in. He has a really good podcast, and his podcast is Garbage Pail Flicks too. He has a podcast as well. Really good stuff. They're both nostalgic, and I've collaborated with Pics, promos, and more in the past because he sends me tapes, and we plug each other because I plug his podcast, and he plugs my channel on his podcast. So it's a nice little friendly arrangement we have, and we're both big fans of nostalgia. But yeah, could check out his stuff. Check out both their stuff. Really good stuff. Super Dave on David Letterman was classic. Odd Rain, how you doing, man? Sorry I didn't give you a shout out. Miss you, bro. Thanks for coming in. I love Super Dave. Super Dave is awesome. I used to watch that on HBO when it was on HBO, along with Gary Shandling show, I think it was called, and Bizarre, which was not for kids, but you know, when your parents don't want you to bother them, they give you cable, and that's what I had, a bunch of it. It was great, loved it, and I turned out just fine. I did turn out fine, I think. Penny Erasers, haven't heard of that. Pix Promos and more. There you go. Hi there. Swamp Thing. You remember the Swamp Thing movie, guys? That was a pretty good movie. And then there was Guyver. Remember Guyver? The actual live action movie they put out. And along with those cheesy B movies was I can't recall. It's just such a horrible memory. The Sludge Man. No. He had a mop, and he looked like he came out of the sewage, and he was kind of like the anti-superhero type monster from the sewage pits. Damn it, what was it called? And then on the movie, there'd be a lot of boobs, and of course killing and boobs, and this dude who looked like he came out of a sewage pit. I'm just waiting for your answers here, because I obviously can't remember. Bizarre, right, yeah. Toxic Avenger, of course. How can one forget that? I mean, it was like... I mean, they only played it a million times back in the 90s and 80s. Toxic Waste, that's right. That's right, Toxic Waste. Alright, y'all ready? Some commercials. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this live stream. Oh, look at this. Hal Fam. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome aboard. Let's see how many people we got in this room. 121 happy, retro, nostalgic fanatics in this room. Love you guys. Thank you. So I've just to let you know, I do procure all of the commercials for each of these live streams. So I do a little bit of 80s, a little bit of 90s, and tonight we're going to do all three decades. We're going to do 80s, 90s, and a little bit of 70s, which is going to be nice. Yeah, let's get down to it, guys. Let's see here. We'll start with 1997, retro commercials, Surf Nazis, retro commercials, volume 29. I don't know what's playing on there. There you go. Volume 29. This is a football edition. Let me turn this up for you.
Here, the air's cleaner, beer is colder. It's like being up in the Rockies where Coors Light is frost brewed. It's the kind of place where a man needs a beer and a beer needs a man. And beer is the way beer is supposed to be when beer is really beer. These people are like my family.
All right, let's watch some commercials.
Maybe very distant cousins.
Mike Ditka for 1-800-COLLECT.
Hey, come on, ladies! Hey, get mad! Make believe I just insulted your mama. Or make believe I just traded you. Make believe I just called you collect without using 1-800-COLLECT.
Hey, he could have saved us up to 44% with 1-800-COLLECT.
Stop, guys!
I saw this ad a lot. I remember seeing this ad,
1-800-COLLECT.
or a variation of it.
Save up to 44%.
Miller Lite presents.
It might look easy getting 40,000.
Speaking of Coors Light, Commodore mentioned it's piss water, and I agree, it's kind of pissy. Odd Rain, hey bro, thank you for that tip, man. Much appreciated. You got a smoking monkey.
Yeah, some people say I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm the one on top.
The Bears. In the military, we did this. We did this all-day hump, meaning we went humping. I mean, we went hiking, in the Marine with the Marines. And I had a heat spell. I fell down, got knocked out. Thought spiders were attacking me, and they juiced me up with some saline solution, steroids. But anyway, that's not what I'm getting to. What I'm getting to is I rehydrated myself after that incident with Coors Light. And after that, I can never drink Coors Light again. There's my story.
That, my friend, is your brand new television set. All yours. Check it out, fellas. Huge. 61 inch. Beautiful. Check it out. Picture. Wow. That's pretty cool, hey? It's like it was built for your hand.
How can you get one of these, you know? I mean, this is awesome.
Girl Life, thanks for popping in. Love you, girl. And we'll see you on the next one. No problem at all. Thank you.
I needed a little tune-up before heading to camp, so I decided to look up some of the fastest guys in the game, thinking we could run some drills.
Gee, Mr. Namath, I'm sure my dad would love to come over and play.
But it would just be two-hand touch, right?
Wow, you're still alive?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any of their numbers. So I put on my new low-to-the-ground Zoom Air shoes and went out back with some of the neighborhood kids. Still got a few bullets left in the old gun.
Hey, Wayne, where'd you get the slick tailgate go off your table?
I made it, Tom. I welded some legs on an old tailgate.
Man, we should sell these
Man, I miss the
babies.
90s.
We could be millionaires.
Wayne and Tom do not need to play the Coca-Cola NFL Red Zone. They have no need for big screen TVs or free trips to Super Bowl 32. They invented Tailgate Coffee Table. You did not. So unless you have an idea as good as Tailgate Coffee Table, play the Coca-Cola NFL Red Zone.
I stand here carrying on a great tradition. I've been Coors Light, like my father, and his father before him. It's frost brewed and Rocky Mountain cold. Makes people feel refreshed. I think my forefathers would respect that. If not for them, I wouldn't be who I am today. Bob Smith, the fourth, beer man. This one's for you, Grandpa.
1997 was, hey, cheers, Tammy. Cheers to you. Thank you for that. 1997 was kind of a transitional year because
for the Minnesota Vikings.
that's when the .coms started dropping their .coms on the commercials. It was subtle. It wasn't a lot.
Hey, Mike, the trash
It was
truck's
maybe
here.
one here, one there. And then in 1998, everybody was doing the .com drop on their ads.
Here we go, Timmy. Hang on.
Fox NFL Sunday next week.
See,
at
foxsports.com.
9 Pacific.
No kiddies were injured in the filming of this spot.
We gotta cut Johnson.
Yeah. Johnson? Absolutely.
I'll send him in.
What? Hi, Bubba.
Dang, that's a big dude.
It's not that you're not good. You're too good. Is it hot? Free agent. Just throwing it out there as an idea with no meaning. Bubba. Bubba.
Not going anywhere for
TD
a while.
Mage 20, welcome
Of your own
aboard.
destiny.
Grab a Snickers.
Those
Just
are
started
great
a commercial
challenges.
watching.
Comfortable? They look it.
You guys want to get ready for something on Monday nights? You know what I'm talking about. Ally McBeal.
Tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
Never watched.
Row Double Z, where the real fans sit. My people, everything's better up here. The air's cleaner, beer is colder. It's like being up in the
Arizona
Rockies, where Coors Light
Coyote.
is
Hey
frost
man, how you
brewed.
doing? Good to
It's
see
the
you
kind of
on
place
here.
where a man
Sorry if I
needs a
missed you
beer, and a
earlier.
beer
by the
needs a
way.
man, and beer is the way beer is supposed to be when beer is really beer. These people are like my family. Well, maybe very distant cousins.
Mike Ditka for 1-800-COLLECT.
Hey, come on, ladies! Hey, get mad! Make believe I just insulted your mama. Or make believe I just traded you. Make believe I just called you collect without using 1-800-COLLECT.
Hey, he could have saved us up to 44%.
Yeah, some of my
with 1-800
older
collect.
videos, I didn't really go through them. Well, here's the thing. I try to be as accurate as possible to represent the commercials I transferred from each tape. So if there were doubles, if there were repeats, I would leave them in for the sake of, you know, having everything intact. I don't do that anymore. I actually curate all my ads. I make sure that I usually put the best ones in front, and then the shitty ones in the back, and then the super shitty ones I leave it.
Yeah, some people say
I didn't do that before. I would just throw everything together
I'm the one on top.
as it was from the tape.
Dick, the creator of Miller Lite Advertising, has great news for all football fans. This year, Miller Lite is an official beer sponsor of the NFL. That means that this season will be better than last season. Remember when you were trying to watch a game, but there was that terrible glare? Well, that's not going to happen this year. Dick says, if you like that, you haven't seen anything yet.
By the way, are y'all ready for some
Big
football? I mean, really. I'm not trying to... Ooh, Best Buy.
I always wanted to have a big TV party.
Are y'all ready
I
for
like Best
football
Buy helping.
season? Look at that TV. Oh my god. How many friends did you know that you envied for having a giant TV like that back in the day?
Picture. Wow. That's pretty cool, hey? It's like it was built for your hand.
How can you get one of these, you know? I mean,
This is awesome.
I needed a little tune-up before heading to camp, so I decided to look up some of the fastest guys in the game, thinking we could run some drills.
Gee, Mr. Naaman, I'm sure my dad would love to come over and play. But it would just be two-hand touch, right?
Wow, you're still alive?
Yeah, football
Unfortunately,
without
I couldn't
politics.
find any of their numbers.
Right?
So I put on my new low-to-the-ground Zoom Air shoes and went out back with some of the neighborhood kids. Still got a few bullets left in the old gun.
Oh, man.
Hey, Wayne, where'd you get the
You
slick
teach
tailgate
those little
off?
shits a lesson.
I welded some legs in an
By the
old
way, if you're
tailgate.
sitting at home with your families, I think we are doing there's a lot of repeats in here. Let me skip.
Big screen TVs or free trips to Super Bowl
If you're with your
32,
families
they invented tailgate
and
coffee
loved
table.
ones,
You did not. So unless
I'm
you
rated
have ideas,
PG on
go to
this show,
Tailgate
so I may
Coffee
say
Table
shit,
by the
holy
Coca-Cola
shit,
NFL Red Zone.
whatever, shit.
I stand
So,
here carrying on a great tradition. I vend Coors Light.
Full disclaimer,
Like
I
my
guess.
father, his father, and his father before him. It's frost brewed and Rocky Mountain cold. Makes people feel refreshed. I think my forefathers would respect that.
These are...
Not for them, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Kind of repeating themselves, aren't they?
Hey, Mike, the trash truck's here.
Oh, perfect.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, just putting out the cat. Here we go, Timmy. Hang on.
Fox.
I remember when I
NFL
was a
Sunday,
kid,
next
I
week
used to
at
help my
noon Eastern,
mom
9 Pacific.
clean
No kiddies were injured in the filming of this
a
spot.
dental office. In the evening.
Coach Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. Absolutely. I'll send
So
him
a little poor, but whatever.
What?
I would go out there, shoot. Yeah, these are
Mike.
repeats.
Bubba.
Sorry about that. Let's go to the next one.
It's not that you're
This
not
is a repeat. I added this
good.
twice.
You're too good.
What an idiot. Sorry, guys. So this is kind of cool. But yeah, I used to go out and help her clean and vacuum and all that stuff for a dental office. We're janitors, basically. But point of the story is, at the end of the day, the part I loved most to get the anger out, I didn't have to do this as a kid and my friends didn't, was I would take all the garbage bags that were filled with needles and all this other shit, and I would get around 20 feet away from the big garbage dumpster, right? And I would see how far I could throw these bags into the dumpster. And
you don't build a new car like
I would say it was a good 20, 30 feet. I would throw these bags into the dumpster. And when they go into the dumpster, you just hear this large, massive explosion of things coming out of the bags. And
a lot of thought went into power.
That was a good stress reliever.
I expect the car to respond to my actions instantly.
This, by the way, is volume 30 of Retro Commercials, 1983. And holy hell, apologies, I didn't realize I was repeating the same video before.
If they didn't, we weren't going to bring it out. After 5 years, over $1 billion and
yeah, we're in the Matrix, so this is that deja vu glitch that happens.
The 1984 Mercury Topaz, a more enlightened approach.
When you see Avon now, you'll say Avon, wow.
We've got the twist, we've got the mist, we've got the bangles for your wrist.
You know what I miss? Even though I never really enjoyed it, I miss the Avon ladies coming by your door and doing the, you know, the annual knock with their wares. Don't y'all miss that? I kind of miss it. I don't even know if they do that anymore. I mean, is Avon still alive? Is it still a thing?
Patricia Neal, oh, I'm sorry.
No damage done.
My headache's making this a rough flight.
You can fight headache pain and win with Anacin.
Why Anacin?
Anacin has more pain fighter.
Really?
Anacin has more medicine than any regular strength pain reliever.
Avon ladies still do it.
Feeling better?
It's really surprising. That would be really cool. You know what? If an Avon lady came to my door, I would open the door for her. And I would let her in, let her do her thing, and then I would shake her hand and I would say thank you for that, and then kick her right out.
Polaroid instant pictures can add big fun to anyone's big
Amway.
day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But you can't pass the fun around if you don't have the film around.
I remember people would go as far as painting their cars pink, you know, and putting that big Avon banner on the side of the car.
Over the years, a beautiful relationship.
And all the perfumes smelled the same.
Secretaries and their IBM typewriters. Now there's the new IBM Electronic 85, the finest IBM electronic typewriter ever.
There we go.
With automatic erasing, pages of memory,
That'd be so cool.
spacing,
A
and
nostalgic Avon
that help make a
experience
secretary's
live
job
stream.
a lot easier.
It's beautiful.
Mary Kay, right? Yeah. Grego, what's up, bro? Grego is in.
When it comes to competition,
Oh, y'all know who this
I
is?
am the worst.
From the Goonies.
I go wacko. When I compete,
I had a
or if
crush
I'm
on her
playing
from
a
the
game,
Goonies. I always had
I
a
am
crush
very,
on the
very into
nerdy,
winning, and if
not
I
so
don't,
pretty looking
I
girls
really
in
hold a
movies.
grudge.
But they're still kind of cute.
I'm an incredibly sore
That was
loser,
my thing. I never went for the super
I'm an excellent
beautiful,
winner.
perfect
really am.
girls.
No,
I was
I really
always
am.
kind of for the girl next door, nerdy girl
For everyone in business who has
thing.
to send or
I guess you could
receive
say.
packages
What's up,
quickly,
Greg, man? Thanks for
now there are
joining
three
in.
things you
Love you,
don't have to
bro.
do. You don't have to overpay. Now there's an air service that can save you as much as 50%. You don't have to waste time on the phone. This service has
story
automatic
Daniel
daily
Slater.
pickup. And you don't have to worry because you can depend on UPS next day air. Don't overpay, don't waste time, and don't worry. UPS next day air saves you money from the ground up.
Martha Plimpton. Yeah. What a name. I hate Martha. I mean, if you have Martha, if any of you are watching and your name's Martha, totally respect it. But man, it's such a old person name. We had a place down the street called Martha's Burgers. Anyway.
In these modern times, the person who goes to work may not.
No,
have
I
far
didn't.
to
I
go.
did not marry someone like that.
But at the head of the lunch
Christina
club,
Ricci. Oh yeah,
goes better
beautiful,
than moving
beautiful, beautiful girl.
to
Had a big crush on her too.
Organize the files, write the letters.
I did not marry someone like that. I married someone who
Find time to create and still
would
keep
make
on top
sure
of
that I
things.
wouldn't mess up. Let's just say
Yet even a
that.
thriving
Keep me in
business
line.
Can reach a point of diminishing returns. A good time to learn about the IBM personal computer. With this tool for modern times, a person can quickly master such jobs as accounting or word processing. Even use the IBM personal computer to forecast growth. All helping the
They're
business
bringing
person
it
at
back.
home to
No.
while selling even more. And that can be a feather in anyone's cap. The IBM personal computer. Try one on at a store near you.
There you go.
There's more to its new looks than looks alone. Cougar.
Yeah, Martha, you reserve that for a mom or an aunt.
Split the wind.
My aunt.
Its nitro-cushion suspension system helps it master its
An
environment.
older family member of sorts.
Cougar. No other car functions like it because no
Cougar.
other car is formed like it.
My
Cougar,
ex-best
the Mercury.
friend, his father-in-law had a Cougar with a cell phone in it, right in the
I want a car
center
that handles well. I want to be able to
armrest
do
thing.
what I want when I
Thought it was
want.
the coolest thing in the world.
You can't just combine front-wheel drive and a new independent rear suspension and know how it's going to feel to drive. You plan, then you drive, and you make changes, and you drive again until it works. That's how we got
Oh, that's
the
very
Topaz.
cool. Karen says my
After
dad
a
worked
million
for
miles of
IBM. We had a
testing,
PC
Mercury
Junior.
proudly presents the 1984 Topaz, a more enlightening approach.
Practically everything's been touched by the electronic revolution. From church organs to toys that make a game out of learning.
By the way, this is
To
volume
computers that make
30,
science out of a
just
game.
starting.
And DuPont helped make it all happen.
No,
you see,
we're
DuPont
not just starting
technology
in a
helped
good
make
way.
today's tiny
Volume
electronic
30,
circuits
1983.
possible. So while we help to make things very small, DuPont's contribution to electronics is very big. DuPont, better things for better living.
On a summer's evening in 1924 in Lynn, Massachusetts, perhaps the most significant game in the long history of baseball was played. It wasn't the pitching that was so extraordinary.
Let us get us a
nor the
Nintendo.
hitting, and the fielding, well, it was...
We started out with an Atari. Parents got
You know what made
divorced,
this game truly historic
and
was the time of day.
I had to wait forever to get a Nintendo.
Nightfall.
But man, when that day came,
It was on this night that
I was one of the happiest kids in the world. I was playing my cousin's Nintendo for years, maybe like, well, I say years, 2 years.
Under the lights.
And when I would take summer vacation, visit my dad, go to my cousin's place in the summertime, and we would just
and Hank Innes will never be recorded
totally
in the Hall
just
of Fame. It was this earnest band of
jump on
GE
that
pioneers that made
Nintendo day in,
possible
day
for us all
out, try to beat every
the
single
many
game,
brilliant nights to come.
blow at the cartridges, try to get them to work right.
Now, America has a national daily newspaper, USA Today.
Money news in the USA Today. Ideas, predictions,
I love commercials like this.
to help you with investment strategies.
USA
Jingles.
Today, the nation's newspaper. Money, sports, life, and the nation.
USA brings you the USA.
Hundreds of miles above the Earth, an American satellite focuses a special scanning device on the
That's
Rocky
right. If you're
Mountains.
enjoying this, if you're enjoying this live
Geologists at
stream,
Conoco, a DuPont company,
please give
interpret
us
and
a
use
thumbs
these
up,
satellite
like,
images and
subscribe
other
if
new
you haven't
space-age
subscribed,
techniques to pinpoint
and
likely
set
places
your
to explore
reminder
for the
for
oil we all need.
upcoming shows and
At
live
DuPont,
streams.
we believe innovative technology can help
Helps that
solve America's
algorithm
energy problems.
get to work and
DuPont, better things
get other
for better
folks
living.
into this nostalgic
In Japan,
movement
there is a
we're all
hydrating
having.
lotion the skin seems
It
to
is a
absorb
movement, you know?
instantaneously. In France, a skincare
We
regime
live in
helps
such
women
an
look
odd
younger longer
time.
by
It's
filtering
almost
the
it's
sun.
almost dystopian
In
to some
Germany,
degree.
there is a cell energizer that accelerates the skin's ability to renew itself.
And the best times
All
are the
of these
past
products
times
were
for
developed for you by one company, Avon. Better skin. There's nothing more important to you. That's why it's so important
What
to
is
us.
newspaper?
Avon now. Wow.
In the time it takes you to push the button on Polaroid's new Sun 600 light mixer, it's already made 32 decisions to improve your picture. It's decided whether you're shooting indoors or out. Its infrared sensor and light management system have decided how much strobe you need, and an electronically
Andrew
balanced
Tam.
exposure
Hey,
is
welcome back,
captured on
man.
the
Thanks for
fastest
joining in
instant
again.
color print film there is.
It's so funny.
In fact,
Then you
our
need to
new
buy a
Sun
newspaper,
600
read
even has a little
news
feature
now.
to help
Just
you
read
make a
newspaper
decision
on
of
your
your
cell
own.
phone, right?
It's technically known as a bargain.
I'm going to start my retro cult. We're going to move to somewhere in Arizona or maybe Austin, buy a big plot of land, and watch retro commercials naked, basking in the sun, eating edamame.
The GE 2500. It can do almost everything but talk.
T. Rose, you made it. Welcome.
We'd like to give you a quick demonstration of the IBM Display Writer Office System. It lets you type, edit, and file electronically.
I wonder how they made this. I mean, I have an idea how they made this ad, but
It can be used as a computer, and it can send information to whoever
I would
needs
love to
it.
see how they made this ad.
The IBM Display Writer helps you get your job done so quickly, it helps you look good.
With my 80s porn, Greg asks.
Even
Yes.
small
with
towns
my
have big emergencies where
80s
quick
bushy
diagnosis
porn.
is crucial. But most small town hospitals can't afford big city laboratories. So DuPont invented the Clinical Analyzer, an automated blood lab which can tell doctors what they need to know now when they can
Did you
do
see that
something
guy? He
about
looks
it.
scared as hell.
The Clinical Analyzer is one small part of DuPont's
He looked like
science efforts.
he looked
But
broken
as
up.
Anderson County, Texas can tell you, it's no small thing. DuPont,
Umami.
makers of better things for better living.
Anything with umami is good.
I'm Bernadette Peters. Do you know who you are?
Who's this actress?
If you can remember your name
Well, I remember
and
her
a few
from
other simple
Scrooged.
details, you can apply for the American Express card. Just fill out the application
I
and
also
let it
had
on
a
sticky
weird
pad and
crush on
seal
her
it up
as a
like
young
this,
teen.
Then find a mailbox. Now, with your right hand, open the mailbox. With your left hand, put the application inside, drop it, close the mailbox. There, wasn't that fun?
It was fun.
In the 50s, there was one way to wear makeup, just like everyone else. In the 60s, the look changed, but there was still only one look. And remember the 70s? Well, now Avon announces the end of the
Debbie.
cookie-cutter face.
Be demure, be bizarre, be whoever you are with Avon.
Bernadette Peters. Was she American or English? I can't recall.
Colors you adore with Avon. The face of the 80s is yours.
Alex, welcome aboard.
UA announces an amazing deal.
Welcome to the channel.
I'll be the judge of that. Not only will you get great vacation fares to cities across
She
America,
just
okay, like
yeah.
Los Angeles and San
She
Francisco,
literally just said her name.
and San
So,
Diego and
you know
Phoenix
what?
and
That's
St.
just
Louis,
Dave
you'll
being
get even
Dave.
more. Yeah? Rent a car from Budget and get an extra day free. Now that is an amazing deal.
Now, that's a
And you
movie I
don't
haven't
have to
seen
come
yet,
dressed like
The
a
Jerk,
chicken.
and I've been wanting
Very
to watch
fun.
that. Steve Martin, also from Texas.
I suggest you buy 1,000 shares.
This is the only person guaranteed to make money in the stock market.
Yes.
Your stockbroker. Whether you win or lose, he draws handsome commissions. Commissions that afford him what you've always dreamed
A
of.
Joyzy Goyle.
Trade your
A Joyzy
broker,
Goyle.
Chemical Bank's discount brokerage. We're fast,
By the way,
accurate,
Louis
and
B, do you
charge
watch
up
the
to
show
75%
The
less,
Shaws?
which would save
I
you
don't
a
watch it
fortune.
voluntarily.
Discount brokerage
I
for
watch
chemical
it
investor services.
indirectly. It's like
This is the soft, pure light of
well, my
the
wife
keen,
watches
soft
it,
white
so
bulb.
it's
It creates
battle
a
damage,
soft,
I guess you
warm
could say.
glow that's beautiful to see by, and bright enough to
I was
work
thinking of a
by
different
with
word,
less
actually,
glare
but
and no harsh
yeah,
shadows.
I watch it through
Because its
her.
high diffusion coating makes
Not on
light
purpose,
that's
though.
soft, warm, glowing, so you can see the world the way you
Jerk.
want to see it. The soft
I have
white
not
by
seen that one
GE.
either. I know it's
It
I know
puts
it's a
your
good
life
one.
In a better light. GE, we bring good things to life.
A wicked accent.
I am Louis Theroux.
Don't be a jerk. Watch the jerk.
The clothes I designed transform a woman. My
Oh
fragrance
no.
from Avon.
Matt, don't get us started. Molly McButter.
Task lets a woman experience intensely her power to excite.
Molly McButter.
Fantastic. Exclusive
Garbage Pail Flicks had a ridiculous podcast where he kept on throwing the soundbite of Molly McButter in different vocal ranges. Like he would make it go low and high, and he just would play it randomly. And as that crazy and stupid as it was, I couldn't stop laughing at it. It never got old, even though it should have gotten old after the second time I heard it. Molly McButter. I'm not going to do that. Anyway.
DuPont. Better things for better living.
Aren't we through yet? It isn't deep enough. It was deep enough an hour ago. Just dig.
Hey, wait till you see what I see. There, 2 piles of dirt.
I did all the work.
Why wait for a big event to load up your Polaroid
I
camera?
shall watch
Every
The
day is
Jerk.
filled with great shots
After
like
10
that.
recommendations
But
in
you'll miss them if you
chat,
don't have the
I shall
film.
watch The Jerk.
Well, it's deep enough. I hope it grows.
That's the only way to get out of there.
Butter.
Roger, Manhattan. Continue descent to flight level 80.
Roger, Evo. Descending to SL80.
Like butter.
Manhattan, that's correct. Contact radar director on 120 decimal 4.
What is this creepy ad? What the hell? Is it a Molly McButter floating in the sky?
To 2,000 feet, reduce speed to 170 knots.
Every year, British Airways fly more people to more countries than any other airline.
This is a freaky British airline ad. I'm kind of scared. Don't do it. Stop the commercial now.
In fact, every year we bring more people across the Atlantic than the entire population of Manhattan.
I don't want to fly with British Airways anymore.
British Airways, the world's favorite airline.
That was a freaky ass ad. I don't like that. That was very. Look at that, Tony Awards.
Got these friends, Dot and Earl.
Isn't that
live in
creepy?
Happy Valley Trailer Court, and I just love them. They got one of those double trailers
I
hooked
love
together
her.
with
I
red
loved her a
wool
lot
walls and
in
red shag carpet
Groundhog
with
Day.
plastic runners on it so the carpet don't
Andy
get
McDowell,
messed up.
is it?
And they got a round red bed. and
McButter.
It is something. And they got 5 young'uns, and all of them's name starts with a T except for the baby, and her name's Angel. And Earl, he's a big old boy. His nickname's
Andy,
Snake.
do me now. Get over here. What are you waiting for?
Through it. Oh,
Ah.
Dot, she just thinks that's the greatest thing. She's
Molly
always
McButter, put it
bragging
over
about
here.
it. Dot and Earl,
Okay, I'm not doing the Earl.
they got
Not
this
doing it.
dream.
Calvin Klein jeans.
They've been saving up.
Andy
and all
McDee.
I hear all the time is someday, we're gonna see Atlanta.
Mm. Andy McButter.
What's that Fred getting?
Andy McButter.
A computer. What's he know about computers? They
Oh,
taught him
Lord.
everything he needs to know. He can't even drive a car.
Circuit Chitty.
He's gonna run a computer? Yep, they sent him to a special class
Y'all
to
are
learn
funny.
how. Hope he did better
This
in
is my
theirs than he
cookie.
did in ours.
My
There's
cookie.
a special phone number he can call if he has any questions. He'll
There. Not sure what
And
that
if there's a
was.
problem, they'll come right
Not sure if
here
it was
and
my
fix it.
internet connection or
Right here.
YouTube.
Nobody ever comes
But
here.
as Andy McDowell always says,
Who was it that gave
Molly
Fred such a great deal?
McButter.
IBM. 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 You sure we're talking about
Put
the
the
same
butter
Fred?
down. Hey, David, get over there. Pick up the butter and put it down.
The 1983 Tony Awards will continue.
The Arnold impression triggered a copyright, right?
Tropicana Pure Premium.
That's funny. I like that.
Smells like
Y'all clever guys.
Sure, fresh Florida oranges are all we use in Tropicana Pure Premium.
Isn't all orange juice alike?
Nope, only one can be the best. For me,
Oh,
it's
look at
fresh
this
tasting
girl here.
Tropicana Pure Premium. It's pure, pasteurized Florida orange juice, not reconstituted with water like other leading brands.
Tastes good. Tastes like fresh oranges.
Only one can be the best. For me, it's fresh tasting Tropicana Pure Premium.
I like them big.
What about strong?
Yeah, that too. But rich
like 'em
looking.
big.
Something I can see living with for a long time.
Well, I like mine smaller, beautifully proportioned.
You mean built.
Uh-huh. To go the distance.
Mine's a big, comfortable Oldsmobile 98.
All the
Mine's
sexual
the number one selling name in
innuendos in this
America.
boxy car
The main
commercial.
thing is they're both Oldsmobiles.
1983.
So they're right for now and right for years to come.
Join us.
Drive a great automobile.
You know, back in the 80s, I thought boxy cars were ugly. In the 70s, you gotta wonder if people were like, you know, everybody's making boxy cars, and they're all freaking ugly. I have to buy one. You know, it's either you buy a classic from the 60s, or you're forced to buy a boxy. And then you're driving it, and you're just like, Ollie McButter.
Well, I was worried about my hair because I participate in a lot of sports. I have to shampoo every day. And a lot of times I'll shampoo 2-3 times a day. And I worried till I used my daughter's Johnson's baby shampoo.
No other shampoo has Johnson's unique formula. It combines thorough cleaning with extra gentleness. It's gentle enough to use every day.
My hair feels clean using Johnson's baby shampoo, and it feels healthy. And those are the important things to me, and it's still there.
I don't watch
That's the most
much
important
TV.
thing of all.
I mean, I pretty much stream everything nowadays. But
How we could improve fish
for those of you who do
Use
watch,
a larger piece
you
of
know, the
fish.
National Network still and stuff like that, do they do dandruff shampoo still? Because I remember dandruff shampoos were one of the most overplayed commercials they would play for like 2 decades, like the 80s and 90s. If it had to do with hair, it was either Boss or
Well, almost everything.
the dandruff shampoo ads, which was Head and Shoulders. Or Vidal Sassoon. You know, it was like those three, constant.
Our first
I
car
don't
was
see
a
those
Toyota
anymore.
Supra.
I don't remember the
Very
last time I've seen a dandruff shampoo.
So we shopped very carefully for our next car.
Very.
And we bought a Chevrolet Celebrity. Its sticker price is less. That makes us happy.
Look at that box car.
Very.
So thanks to the Tri-State Chevrolet Dream Team, we have cash left over for our other dreams. You might say we're older but wiser.
Older?
And make that just wiser.
Very.
See your Tri-State Chevrolet Dream Team.
A lot of you out there are throwing your money away. You're paying too much for long-distance calls. I mean, it's so simple to get Sprint and save as much as $10, $20, $30 every month, maybe a lot more.
Yeah?
But you go on making long-distance calls month after month,
pay for
paying up to
Sprint and
twice
not
as
use my
much as
cell
you
phone?
have to. Why? It's like putting 2 stamps on a letter that only needs 1, and you wouldn't do that. Would you?
Ah.
Call Sprint. Find out about it.
This is
That's interesting.
CBS.
So if Head and Shoulders is still making a lot of ads, we should like do a one-on-one interview with them guys and reminisce about the old Head and Shoulder ads from back in the day. Wouldn't that be a horrible show?
Call 800-554-3800, our activities number. Whatever your family loves to do, we'll tell you where to do it. With
I
free
gotta Zoom.
vacation
These days I
brochures.
get dandruff on my beard, so I have to scrub it with my hair conditioner. Otherwise, I get crusty as a mofo. That's,
Suck it in.
oh.
Suck it.
Not him. $1 Million Man here.
Who you are, it's gonna be a tough fight.
Let's see where we're
Give
at.
yourself the greatest days. Come on and put the fun back on your face. Everybody's gotta die it right. Everybody's gotta die it right.
Working, more than something to do, Monday at 10.
The Fall Guy, right. The Fall Guy. Lee Majors.
Cheer up. Your ship has come in.
Shit. Shit has come in.
Fabulous
So this is
dancing till dawn.
this is volume 33,
Tropical beaches,
1983.
Broadway shows, and oceans of fun. In Introducing.
And I am so ready to take a cruise. I've only been on a cruise. I've only been on a cruise once. But I've been having. Look at Steve Wozniak. Holy shit. I've just been having an urge to go on a cruise. One of these days I'm going on a cruise. Can't wait.
More than that. Is it the lush interior, the sophisticated on-board computers? That's part of it. Is it all the racing championships? Yeah. Oh, what is it about the Z-Car? It is awesome. Hey, Steve, you sell the apples. I'll sell the Z's.
No problem, Danny. And Star Wars later. No problem.
Stars. Mom, Dad, Stuart here.
That ship,
I know,
that cruise ship looked so old.
Oh, it's a crazy story. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, it looked like a Lego block. That's what it looked like.
What I want for graduation is a Kodak disc camera.
About to sink
the
or
disc
something.
winds itself, it flashes itself, makes it real hard to miss a picture.
Retro Days. Hey, I don't think I said hi to you, man.
The camera, man
Well, as always, Retro Days, thank you for being part of this chat, always joining in and supporting this stuff. Also, check out retrodays.com. He is one of our founding sponsors for Patreon. And really, really generous person. Really generous. He's absolutely in love with everything retro himself. So check out his really cool channel. He has trivia. He has retro trivia every week. So that's fun if y'all are into board games. But he has it playing through YouTube. And I don't even know how that works, but he gets it to work. But yeah, check it out.
Just like sugar.
As soon as that class goes, I hear this hungry, and it's like, get me a Snickers bar.
Can you guess what this is? Oh, he said Snickers before I could finish.
If you can have a snack, it might as well be a Snickers because my hunger's controlled until dinner.
Packed with fresh
It's amazing that this candy that is so old
packed with peanuts.
is still, I mean, they still sell so many of them every year.
Packed with peanuts.
My mouth is watering for a Snickers bar, literally right now.
If you own ColecoVision, you already own a powerful state-of-the-art computer that gives you the arcade experience with the newest arcade games like Donkey Kong Jr., Looping, Pepper 2, Time Pilot, Mr. Do, Space Fury, Frontline, arcade controls like Turbo, the Roller Controller, and new Super Action Sports. And soon, you'll plug in computer
Look at
modules
finger
that blow
action.
your mind. It's simple. ColecoVision, the expandable video game system, is also the
man.
expandable home
Mr.
computer.
Civil War.
The only system you'll ever need.
Thank you. A big fan of your comments, by the way. You have some pretty good stuff that you contribute. Thanks for the tip. As always, thank you very much.
The Bell System Yellow Pages talk
I have
for
some
your
glasses
fingers
that I
when
bought
walking.
that
You
look like
save
that.
trouble and time.
That I plan on wearing more often on this
How
show.
about fast?
I'm fast.
You remembered.
I ordered the flowers after you started the duck.
So I burned the duck after you ordered the flowers.
Get the Yellow Pages talking.
Fresh and fast.
Let your fingers do the walking.
By the way, after my last show, and thanks for all the tips and everything on the last show and comments. And the comments from the tips, a lot of people were saying, hey, this is all I know how to contribute. I wish I could send you tapes. I don't know how. A lot of you guys have old tapes just sitting there in the basement or just kind of collecting dust in storage. And I don't really advertise how to send me tapes, but if you do want to send me tapes, which I would gladly take, and then I would do a shout out for you and all that jazz, please send me them. I would love that because I am actually running low on footage to transfer. I can find my address, go to my channel in the About section, and I have a shipping address there that you can send me anything you want, just whatever to your heart's content. Anything retro related or whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, send me whatever you have and I'll transfer them. And Bob Nibble, thank you for that tip. Very nice of you. Thank you, sir. But if there's any tapes, Betamax tapes, VHS tapes, even 8mm stuff, send it my way. I'll get it transferred. I'll share it on my channel. The world to see. Sake of super awesome nostalgia. But yeah, on the About section of my channel, there's a shipping address there. So please do it. It'd be awesome.
It usually happens late in the day. Your underarm alarm goes off, telling the world you need odor protection that keeps going as long as you do.
You should have used Old Spice.
Old Spice deodorant kills odor-causing
How about
bacteria
digital
and protects
files? I
for
just got a
24
box of
hours.
VHS from 1986.
Happened to me at a party
I
last
prefer
night.
to transfer
You should
my
use
own
those
stuff
Spice.
just because
Old
I'm
Spice
very
helps stop
selective
underarm
about the
alarm for
quality. Not
24
saying that you don't
hours.
have good quality
Check
with the
Sunday
digital
June 5th
files,
newspapers for these money-saving
but I'm
coupons
kind of
from
a
Old Spice.
I'm kind of a snob when it comes to those
And
things.
turn up where you least
I
expect
want it
it.
exactly the way I
Even
want
in
it.
your antacid tablets,
Squeezing
your
every
antacid
ounce
tablets.
of quality from each of these
If you're
tapes.
concerned about
But
sodium,
if you
what
still prefer to
antacids
send me
do you
digital, feel free to do it. Just email me. My email is in the about section as well.
And it also neutralizes
and I'll
one-third
be
more
happy
stomach
to
acid
take
than
anything
the
you
other
got.
leading
So
brand.
sure.
Tums lets you do without the heartburn and without all that sodium.
Imagine it's your armpits. Y'all ever do this? You get up for work. Obviously, this is not a daily thing for a lot of people nowadays, but you ever get ready for work? You do everything right, but you forgot to put on the deodorant, and you get a little spicy during the midday, and you're like, "Holy shit! I forgot to put on deodorant." And you got to keep your arms clutched against your rib cage so no one can smell your OB, your BO. Excuse me.
The quest continues.
E.T. was 1982, so I should probably label this 1982 if that's the case.
A legend fulfilled. Return of the Jedi. Rated PG. Starts Wednesday at the theater in your galaxy.
Do you have any Grey Poupon? It's not Grey Poupon, but I love those ads.
French's new Vive la Dijon and other mustards is our
Vive la
special blend
Dijon.
of herbs and fine
Grey
white
Poupon.
wine that makes ordinary foods taste
David,
extraordinaire.
you want the Grey Poupon? Huh?
French's Vive la Dijon. It's new. Better buy two.
Would you rather have a wiener for a nose or a nose for a wiener?
My car need a new fuel pump.
Holy shit, Mr. Miyagi.
Catch the wild
Would I rather have a wiener for a nose or a nose for a wiener?
Sexy friend.
Nose for a wiener because that's just a one-time thing. And plus, I don't
puts the squeeze
have to
on
eat it
Mrs.
if I
Hart.
don't need to, right?
Terrific. 9 to 5. Tuesday.
Wrong. Sweating buckets today. It was in the mid-90s here in Texas. And it was muggy. It is muggy as hell.
Modern art that touches you. Modern art that comforts you.
Back when you buy a boxy-shaped car and the seating areas are like comfortable reclining sofas. That's the one thing I gotta give to these cars, these luxurious box cars.
Modern art.
Because I drove one, by the way. Pastor Morales, welcome to the show. And welcome aboard. Seating was so comfortable. And leathery and fluffy and poofy. I mean, you could fall asleep driving in those things.
LN7, a 1982 automobile. Now more than ever, the world belongs to Lincoln Mercury.
By the way, this is volume 35, 1981. It's Moj there. MJ. MJ, sorry.
Now you see the ball, now you don't. Look at my hand now. What?
Wednesday, if you blink your eyes, you might miss the greatest American hero.
I'm invisible.
I can't deal with this, Ralph.
But the nation's got bigger problems.
Government powers and a top secret gun site lighting with that jock.
Ralph may be fading in and out, but he'll be here Wednesday.
I love this tune, especially so since the Costanza Seinfeld episode with the voice message on his tape system. What are those called back then? Analog phones with the tape recording messaging systems. I can't even recall what that is.
No, that's just my dad.
Believe it or not, George is not home. Such a good
Lincoln
episode.
Mercury has extended the deadline for the 10% cash savings plan on Capri, Zephyr, and Cougar. You now have until April 5th more time to get a check direct from Lincoln Mercury for 10%
Hey, Odd Rain,
of the
thanks for
base
joining
vehicle
in,
sticker
man,
price
and you
on
stay
every
retro
new
yourself.
81 Capri,
Thanks for everything.
Zephyr, and Cougar.
Costanza.
Lincoln Mercury has extended the 10% cash savings plan. But hurry, you only have until April 5th to buy from stock or order the car you want.
I do like Pluto TV for all the retro stuff they do. Gotta respect that, man. Right?
Two of a kind will continue in a moment.
Tomorrow at a special time, 9, 8 Central, watch the Barbara Walters special.
In a way, this
We didn't have trivia today, Retro.
The nursery when Kathy was born.
I haven't seen him comment, so maybe he left after I announced that we wouldn't have trivia. Because I did announce that we wouldn't have trivia in this tonight's live stream.
They understand how I feel about this place.
And after that, I didn't hear from him. I didn't see any more comments. Of course, I'm not catching everyone's comments myself, so maybe he's still in. Who knows?
Over 70 years of financial service, people put their trust in us.
Batman tomorrow on the 4:30 movie.
Triforce of Shadows. Yep. Every Friday night, I try to do live streams. Sometimes we have to switch them out for Saturdays because of family time. But welcome to your first live stream for sure. That jingle, and his jacket. That's a badass jacket. I want that jacket. I feel so giddy and innocent watching this commercial. I feel like for every sin I've done in the past 5 years, that should go straight to hell. Now that I'm watching this wholesome, happy commercial.
Masada is the story of Flavius Silva,
You are the commander.
and his story shall not die.
How you try to withhold yourself from me.
Masada,
There is nothing I can give you.
because no man shall be another man's slave. Starting
Mr.
Sunday
79 Man, how's it going from Arizona? Oh, snap, another one. This time we got a supposedly famous baseball person that I don't know who that is.
Mr. Brett, maybe you ought to choke up on the bat. It might help me.
Magic Johnson is David Blaine Sr.? Get out of here. Are you serious?
Something beyond.
Huh.
Something beyond.
I'm a big fan of David Blaine, by the way. Love his stuff. Love his
N7 from Lincoln Mercury.
Pete Mal, this is the longest commercial break ever. If I had $1 for every time for your comment that I read that in my work. But you're right. This is the longest ad break ever.
Something beyond front-wheel drive. Something beyond fully independent suspension. LN7, 1962 automobile. LN7. Now more than ever, the world belongs to Lincoln Mercury.
That looked like an expensive commercial
Lincoln
for some
Mercury has
reason.
extended the deadline for the 10% cash savings plan on Capri, Zephyr, and Cougar. You now have until April 5th more time to get a check direct from Lincoln Mercury for 10% of the base vehicle sticker price on every new 81 Capri.
Awesome. This week in Civil War. Jeez, man, you're very gracious. It's your second tip for the night. Really appreciate that, man. You don't have to do that, but very generous of you. Thank you.
Good heavens! Look who's turning Diet 7-Up.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, y'all remember
I'll
that?
give up calories, but
Not only the long bottle sodas, but remember the cans? They didn't taper off at the top. It was just straight, and then it just flat on the top. I mean, like it was a hard edge.
Don't play it again.
Wonderful, darling, but do you have a straw?
And do y'all remember how
Sweetheart.
it wasn't a pullback? It was a little pop-off thing.
Say, these food bars are
I remember
really
that
I didn't know Amway
V8
made
had
food
those for
products.
the longest
Amway
time.
offers over 350 different nutrition,
I
personal
love
care,
spicy
home care,
V8,
and
by
housewear
the way.
products. They're more than just a soap company.
Well, how come you know so much about
Duffster,
Amway?
thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Amway business.
You mean you're leaving me?
No, my husband and I are building financial independence as part-time Amway distributors.
5 minutes, Mr. Hope.
Is that opportunity knocking?
Contact an Amway distributor and get the
The
whole
bird,
story.
no problem at all. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining in. Look at her. Hey, isn't that Costanza's mom? That's Costanza's mom.
Oh, you ain't got a thing.
It's funny how you recognize a lot of actors from TV shows who did a lot of commercial work back in the day.
So it seals tighter to
Pull
seal
tabs, yep.
freshness and flavor longer.
Oh, you ain't got a thing.
By the way, I have another retro hat coming in from Etsy, and it's a Crystal Pepsi cap. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get it. Hey guys, why don't you all take off your tops and head for the sun?
Now a free soft top plus 9.9% financing on all new Jeep CJs and Scramblers.
Help! The crazy pool builder broke! Helen!
The bell system
John
Yellow
Y.
Pages talks when your
John
fingers
Y.
do
I've
the
been
walking.
wishing for something like that for like a decade. A
Calling
retro
can save you
TV channel
time and energy.
that not only has retro TV programming,
Pool doctor?
the rare stuff,
Recognize my voice.
but also
Get the
has
Yellow Pages talking.
retro commercials in it too.
Let your fingers do the walking.
That'd be so cool.
Stay tuned for the fight of the century. Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Roberto Duran.
Tuesday on the A Team.
You're nuts, man.
BA wants revenge, and what he wants, he gets. Then he's got a war on his hands, and a
$50 in television. The system of tomorrow you can start enjoying today from Mattel Electronics.
It's dead,
There are
Jim.
many ways to earn extra income or to start
Beautiful.
your own business. Here's a few $1 million.
So, by the way, just to give you a heads up,
Hey, let's face
I don't know if
it,
it's my
most
internet
people who
connection or
like to start
YouTube,
a
but
business don't have a wealthy relative.
the chat
That's what makes Amway a great
just
business
had
opportunity.
it
Doesn't
had
cost
a
an arm and leg to
mild,
start, and it's a great way to earn extra income.
mild,
part-time.
I don't know. It just stopped for a moment,
Just
but
contact
it
an
just
Amway
caught up,
distributor.
and when it caught
Get
up,
the
it vomited
whole
like
story.
100 chats right onto the chat window here. So
From advanced
I missed
technology
your
comes
chat.
a new kind of
Many
luxury car.
apologies.
The first front-wheel drive Chrysler New Yorker. The most technologically advanced Chrysler ever built.
Look at that, a Fantasy
With
Island
electronics so
box
advanced it even
car.
monitors itself.
So velvety and smooth and soft.
To keep you secure. New Yorker is luxurious room, impressive mileage, a smooth,
Muchos
quiet ride. And
luxuriosos.
so reliable, it's protected for 5 years or 50,000 miles. The Chrysler New Yorker.
Do you know what Kit Kat has in store for you?
And you don't see candy bar commercials anymore. I mean, candy bars were everywhere back then. I mean, it was like if you watched anything, there was bound to be one candy bar ad. But they don't exist anymore, yet they sell them everywhere still. It's like they don't need to advertise.
Crispy chocolate bar so good you roar.
1.21 gigawatts exceeded,
Does
right?
the sun leave your skin dry and flaky? It does mine.
Con.
For every shower, I use Johnson Baby Oil. That way I dry off soft.
Fast Tammy
While I'm still
Machinist,
wet, I
thank you for
smooth
that.
on the
Much
Johnson.
appreciated.
It mixes with the water on my skin and forms a lasting moisture seal that helps hold in moisture and keeps me feeling dewy soft and looking great all over. This summer, don't just dry off dry off soft with Johnson's Baby
Fat
Oil
kids ruined it.
from Johnson & Johnson.
Wednesday, there's plenty of action with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders shaking up on Real
What
People.
is this? All right, I want to watch.
You are a tall one, aren't you?
Facts of Life.
A young Bronco.
Get him roped and tied in 6 seconds flat.
Facts of Life. And on Taxi, is it that time of the month? Wednesday.
On NBC.
Introducing Star Power, a whole new word.
Danielle Slater, Nostalgic Memories, Fort Worth Stockyards.
Knock out the knock. Compare a car
I'm
knocking
getting
on
to-
regular unleaded fuel to the same car with
Yeah, I
Star
have a
Power.
lot of nostalgic
Star
memories
Power
of
can help
things
give you
similar
more
to that.
car power. More power when you step on the gas, more power when you want to safely pass, more of the power you buy gasoline.
More
for.
power, you'll
Try
save your
Texaco
pass in the
Super Unleaded.
Texaco. Gotta love how the big names pushed out some of these ads.
Sharp introduces the SF825 copier.
Hold it. I'm here to demonstrate how the SF825 reduces two ways or enlarges.
Really?
Make a small copy of me even smaller or
Titans
enlarge
Husky
it up to
Life. I
120%.
created my own home channel I
Sharp's
play on old
SF825
YouTube
has
TV
44
via hard
diagnostic
drive.
features.
I love the
It pushes
copier,
out
and
nothing
you're
but
cute, too.
TV commercials and
Hey, don't
broadcasts. That
forget
sounds
your
really cool,
original.
actually.
We replaced 500,000 transistors.
Yeah,
with
Bob
those
Hope
with
was
one
everywhere
tiny
back
chip.
in this
From
day.
Sharp minds come Sharp products.
He was deep in
When
bed
Hunt's
with
asked me to
marketing,
introduce
that's
their
for
new
sure.
barbecue sauce, I said, I don't know, fellas. Then they said,
Mantis
this.
King,
Drop a
welcome to
brush
the
in
channel.
Hunt's
Thanks for
and the leading
subscribing.
range
Please be sure to hit
Hunt's
that
is so
bell
thick,
so you don't
the
miss
best
any
of
of
the
these
And the thicker,
awesome
the
live
better.
streams.
It's full of chunks of real vegetables.
This guy as
and
well,
it's
he
all
did a lot of
natural.
food products for commercials.
Boy, is it better.
Dick
so
Van
I'm
Dyke.
introducing Hunt's all-natural barbecue sauce. Hunt's, say hello to the folks.
Was I old school
There's only
WWF
one
fan?
toilet bowl clean enough for
No,
my
I
family.
did not like WWF as a kid. I was more of the anime cartoon kid, Voltron, and I was really a cartoon kid. But I didn't come to respect WWF and what the show really stood for until I was in my much later days, like in the past decade.
That's Vanish Clean. For my family, it's not clean, unless it's Vanish Clean.
Now buy 3 packs of Polaroid film and get 1 free.
That's enough for Mother's Day.
Look at this guy.
Graduation. No, it isn't.
He was on the what movie Maverick?
The Supreme
That was a
Court
short
has ruled
ad.
that
Holy
veterans
shit.
organizations may lobby Congress and state legislatures and not lose their tax-exempt status. I'm Linda Ellery
those
in New
glasses.
York. 1 year later on this NBC
I just wanna
station
lick 'em.
and on NBC News overnight.
Hello, I'm Freddie Laker, the chap who tried to get you Yanks overseas for as little as possible. It was a good idea. Now I've found another way. By telephone. You can dial a
What do I
one-minute call
like
from
on a
the States
burger?
to the United Kingdom for only $1.25. Each additional minute is only 76
I like
cents.
onions,
If you've got
tomatoes,
family and friends in the UK who'd like to hear
jalapenos,
from
lettuce.
you, Fly Bell.
I love
mean,
mayo.
Fly Bell. Call them.
I don't like mustard and ketchup on my burger.
world closer.
Toasted bun. Gotta use butter.
How to keep up with the Joneses.
And bacon.
I got 9.9%
And the beef's gotta be a
financing on
really
this
good beef.
citation from my Tri-State Chevrolet dealer. Think of the money you could save.
I got 9.9% financing on the Chevrolet Cavalier. Glad I waited for this lower rate.
I got 9.9% financing on my Chevette. And so could you.
9.9%
Damn it.
financing. Now you can keep
I love
up with
pickles
the
in my burger
Joneses
too.
and Smiths and the
How could I forget that? Cheese, of course, cheese. How could I forget that? What the hell's wrong with me? See, these are things I anticipate already being on the burger, see?
This morning, some women will leave for work looking like they've just stepped out of a salon. Salon Selectives.
I
from the
have-
salon experts at Helene Curtis.
I have an
4
upload
salon
where
shampoos,
they were
4
pushing
salon
11%
conditioners.
as an
Select your
amazing
special
deal.
combination
Can you
for
believe that?
salon
11%
beautiful hair.
financing?
Feel salon
Interest
beautiful
rates?
every
Crazy.
day.
Crazy 80s.
With low back pain, every step
It's great
shoots
to be
pain.
a
Up here.
kid in
Know
the
what
80s.
helps?
Clinically proven back guard, a
But
shoe
it's horrible
insert.
to be a
Watch how
parent
it
in the
absorbs
80s.
foot shock to
Especially
relieve low
when
back pain.
in the early 80s
Something
when
down here can help
interest
up here.
rates were just
From
so
Dr. Scholl's.
stupid.
It's
Can you imagine buying a house?
A game with over 70 million prizes. Enough for 1 out of 3 people to win. Introducing Scrabble at McDonald's. In a word, you can win.
Not only has the new fuel
turbine-injected Chevrolet Corsica LT helped bring down the cost of performance. It's also been designed to handle something many sports sedans can't.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break-a-rooney.
With a new Chevrolet
I urge all of you to go take a potty break or a poopy break or a buy me drinky break.
Than you thought.
If you have to take a break. So I'm going to take a 5-minute. I'm going to leave the ads on. I'm just going to roll over to a different screen. And I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Get girls that suit your style with a $22 Redken Perm. Available now through April 15th at the hair cutter.
There we go. Be back in just a smidge.
There's nothing more exciting than a fast break. To Pizza Hut for a great supreme deal, where exceptional leaping ability and blazing speed both come into play in pursuit of Pizza Hut's Supreme Pizza, loaded with 6 mouth-watering toppings. Now get 1 medium for $8.99, or better yet, 2 for just $4 more. And that's a deal worth running out for.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
Find our new house?
Bringing out the very best in you.
From Crayola bunnies to colorful gifts and cards, Hallmark has hundreds of ways to make sure any home is filled with Easter.
Hallmark has a way to make somebody's day. When they care enough to send the very best.
When the sniffles come,
you'll remember the Triaminic. They'll remember the love.
Triaminic, because you love your kids and trust the pediatrician's #1 choice.
You'll remember the Triaminic.
The facts about butter and calories. Think butter has a ton of calories. Think again. Butter has just 36 calories a pat, the same as margarine. So for no more calories, you get butter's great taste. Delicious dairy butter.
Heat has just moved to Hawaii.
As long as I don't have to play the ukulele or dance the hula, I think I'm covered.
Jake and the Fat Man return Wednesday.
This one's for better people. This one's for the good times. Better people play at Harrods. You're the top, the best. It's true. This one's for better people. This one's for you.
The better people, the better Atlantic City, Harrah's Marina Hotel Casino.
I just did something about oat bran. I changed my cereal to Cheerios. If oat bran can be important to my health, then I'm doing something about it. So, starting now, I'm eating Cheerios every morning. What do you think about that? Every morning, no exceptions. You want oat bran? You go to the cereal made from whole grain oats. Cheerios for oat bran every morning. You gonna eat the whole box?
Cheerios for oat bran every morning.
Until I moved here, I never realized how every block is like a small town. There's a nice corner market. Everybody meets at the coffee shop. My landlady, Lillian, she keeps her eye on everything, including me, the newcomer, up here alone with some boxes and a suitcase.
Come on, you're not alone. You've got your phone and you got me.
Before you move, one call to AT&T helps put everything in place so you can feel right at home.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
AT&T, we take you right there and keep you this close.
It's new.
It's neat.
And so discreet. New Playtex Portables. A full-size tampon and a compact plastic applicator packed smaller. Playtex Portables.
New, neat, discreet.
A big game and a big meal, and Coach Raleigh Massimino feels worse than he looks. So he reaches for Rolaids. For millions, nothing works better for acid indigestion. So at least Raleigh feels better. Relief, you know how to spell it.
Strength can move mountains, but strength can't brush away tartar. For tartar, use your head instead. And get Colgate Tartar Control. You see,
While helping to brush away plaque, Colgate's been proven to help stop tartar from building up. So you don't need strength to fight tartar. You just need smarts to buy Colgate.
Colgate Tartar Control, the wise choice.
There's only one place for that original recipe taste.
Cross the road.
Come visit the Colonel.
Cross the road to Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Dive into original recipe chicken. Pick up some Kentucky nuggets. Take a big bite of a Chicken Little sandwich. They all have the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. For that one and only taste, there's only one side of the road.
Cross the road to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, cross the road. Cross the road.
Top quality.
Reliability.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
A bigger selection.
The prices are fantastic. More friendly brand names.
More for less money.
No matter where you go, your credit card is good.
I could come anytime, every day. Much lower and reasonable and good value.
Credit, service, trust, quality, guarantees, brand names, and great low prices every single day. It's what we mean when we say at Sears, you get your money's worth and a whole lot more.
Yo, Dexter, you want some special grub? Okay, let's add the amount of protein in this steak, carbohydrates like in this tater, all together with some ground yellow corn. All this nutrition sound tasty? Well, it's all here in new, better tasting Purina Dog Chow. All the nutrition you need, all the taste you want. With Purina Dog Chow, I add but one thing. Come here, boy. Right, Dexter? Good boy. That's my dog.
Okay, last time. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Some cereals turn into flavorless mush in milk. Crispix stays crispy. See? Crispix. But I suppose you want proof, so I'll let it sit here, and you come back after this commercial break. See ya.
Using your own good taste and talent instead of lots of money is what gives your home real style. That's a philosophy Kmart and I shared in turning this old farmhouse from a relic.
I learned it
into a
from
showplace.
you, Dad, okay?
In the coming months, I'll show you some of the ideas and products that went into it. I think what you'll see is that style isn't a display of wealth, but of imagination.
Coming soon. At home with Martha Stewart and Kmart.
Y'all remember when Ronald Reagan's wife was going around to schools, public schools, and pushing the what was the acronym that they used for the anti-drug movement back then in the 80s? I can't recall what it was. Anti-Reagan, right. It was Dare. That's right. Mantis King. Thank you for that. Dare.
It's still crispy.
It'd be a big red Dare
That toasted
on a
crisp
black
steak stays
t-shirt.
tasty. Well, now you know the facts. So, I guess you can take it from
And,
here. Crispix.
Yeah, I
just
totally
won't
remember
quit.
that.
Our time on planet Earth will continue.
He's good, but when things get ugly, he can be bad.
Today, over 40 million families are getting something extra. What's happening is the one place where they all shop has lowered prices. Who are these 40 million lucky families? The customers of Sears.
See you later, baby. We're out of here. Gearing up, getting going. Yes! We're gonna hang this lighting up, get out of town.
Dare to resist drug and alcohol. That's right. Dare was drunk driving, but it was drugs too, right?
Do is slow it down. So come on into Coors Light.
Read the
a
chat,
great light
dude.
beer
I
for
am
a
reading the
good
chat.
long time.
Most of it, or some of it, as much as I can.
Introducing Wendy's delicious new chicken parmesan sandwich. A whole chicken breast fillet, real mozzarella, and rich tomato sauce. Try the
What
real
year am I
Italian
late?
taste of the
Iron
new
Man.
chicken
No, you're not
parmesan
late. We
sandwich
are
for a limited time
on
only at Wendy's.
episode
The best burgers in the business and a whole lot more.
91, and the year is 1989. So you're good on time, my friend.
Even after lying around for 3 years. Today's Duracell batteries still have up to 90% of their life. There's a date that proves it. So
Y'all
you've
remember
got
this one?
nothing to be afraid of. Today's Duracell. With 3-year storage.
All right, moving up to the 90s for a bit. This is 1993. Volume 105.
But your brush probably is, which makes it difficult to reach between them. Introducing Crest Complete, a revolutionary rippled brush design that more closely matches the shape of your teeth. In fact, laboratory tests prove Crest Complete's bristles reach farther between teeth, up to 37% farther than the leading flat brush.
Don't do
but if
drugs,
this
they
design makes so much sense, why are so many other brushes
You know,
flat?
there's one thing I don't
The
like to
answer is simple.
include on
Before
my
now, no one could make a
retro
ripple brush
commercial
with both long and
episodes
short bristle tips
are
rounded to
dental,
help
anything
ensure
related to
gentle
dental.
cleaning.
Toothpaste.
To make a flat brush, nylon
I
bristles
mean,
are
it was
gathered
mostly toothpaste
and
ads
stapled
to
into the
begin with,
brush
but
to form tufts.
I just
The
don't like
bristles are
them.
cut to the same height.
Mouthwash,
And finally, the tips are rounded by sanding. Now, if you
I
use the
usually
same
leave them
process
out.
to end round
Laundry
a rippled
detergent
brush,
too.
you'd only reach the very longest
Sometimes
bristles.
I'll leave them in.
Shorter
Sometimes
bristles would
people are
remain
nostalgic
unchanged.
about those things.
Unlike flat brushes, Crest Complete is the only brush made with a new patented
Cleaning
process
solution
that rounds
commercials,
the
stuff
ends
like
of the
that.
bristles first, then arranges them in a rippled profile. The bottoms are cut even, heated, and fused into the brush head with the bristle rounding intact.
Iron Man, joined the Navy '94.
The
Very
result is
nice,
a
brother.
toothbrush
I
break
joined
through
in
that penetrates farther
'96.
between
Got out in
teeth, yet is gentle
2001.
on your
Thank you
gums.
for your service,
So
by
to
the
help
way.
maintain a dentist clean at home, get new Crest Complete.
Andrew
Only
Tam, you
Crest
too.
can make a
Have a
brush
good one.
this
Thanks for
complete.
joining in.
Unwedded bliss could
See you on the
be
next
over. All
one.
we have left are 2 NyQuil liquid caps of these other pills.
Iron Man, no problem at all, man.
You've got a big day tomorrow.
Glad I could help.
Why should you suffer? I'll take these.
But
By
then
the
you
way,
can still be up to date with the sore throat and
forgot to mention this,
You
something
need
I
the
did
rest
want to
more than
mention.
me. I
If
exist.
Jared
The power of liquid medicine the way
Hicks
you
is
want it.
watching
Vicks
my
NyQuil
show,
liquid caps. The nighttime sniffling,
I do
sneezing,
want to
coughing,
thank
ache,
you
and stuffy head
for
fever so you
the
can rest
nice
medicine.
sentiment.
I just hope my coffee doesn't keep
I'd
you
like to
awake,
thank you
riddled
for-
with guilt.
Sure.
Anonymous, thank you for that tip, by the way. Very nice of you.
Sure Solid has the most effective wetness fighting ingredient
Also,
you can buy.
by the way,
So when
sometimes
dryness
the
counts,
tips will show up
be
as
sure to
anonymous,
be dry.
and it won't catch your
When Timmy
name.
came
If
in
you do
from
want
the
your name
cold,
known,
he
just
came
put
down
it in
with
there, and
one.
I'll give you a shout
So I
out.
rubbed
No
Vicks
problem with
Vapor
that
Rub
at
on
all.
his neck and chest. The
But,
penetrating vapors relieved his cough
Jared
and
Hicks
nasal
sent this
congestion.
$5
So the
bill.
next morning,
Postal mail.
Look who's up.
Vicks Vapor Rub, breathe the vapors.
And he wrote a really nice note. I'm not going to read the note. It's more of a personal note. But Jared, if you're out there, I just want to say
But with a lawyer like this and witnesses like these,
that hang in there.
Be far behind.
And I feel you, man, on the drudge of life.
COD to the slammer.
And I'm very, very humbled that the things that I put on my channel are helping you out. So thanks for that, and best wishes.
And hired him to build her new home. Now, the closer they get,
But not through yet. I love you so much.
the more danger she's in.
He killed my best friend.
Richard Dean Anderson
Iron Man.
and
Well,
Mark
thank you, man.
Hildenberger
Thank you for
through
that
the eyes
tip.
of a
Very nice of you, bro.
Tuesday.
Thank you, bro.
Dazzling, daring, dramatic, Navy.
Northern Exposure was a different type of show. When Northern Exposure came out,
Classic fragrance.
it was not your typical show. It's kind of like what modern shows came to be.
Extra strength Vicks.
And I really respect it for that, because it was a really fun, it was a really nice show to watch. It had a lot of
feel better.
layers to it, I guess you
is
could say.
gone.
Wouldn't you love hair this healthy and shiny? Mine wasn't always so healthy.
Nice.
Then I found Pantene's Pro V. Pro V is the combined shampoo
Iron Man,
and
Dot.
conditioner with
Hey, man.
Pantene's
Thank you for that tip,
Provitamin
man.
formula.
Much appreciated.
The Provitamins go deep into
Oh, we got another one. Anonymous. Thanks for
right
that.
down to the tips, making it so healthy and so shiny.
Pantene Pro V for hair so healthy it shines.
Try it. You'll see.
But the cool thing about that show was they really built the show on the
You got a tartar
characters.
problem. Get tartar control Crest.
Whereas
But
some of the
Dr. said,
sitcoms and stuff are
"Dr.
more
Trace's
two-dimensional, you
toothpaste."
know.
He sticks
But,
a pick in my mouth.
yeah.
He says,
Think again. You'll have significantly less tartar at your next visit if you use Crest's unique tartar-fighting formula for 6 months. We're so sure.
I missed what you said when you were in and you got out.
So I started using Crest every day, and you were looking at a happy
what
guy.
I said.
A very happy
But
guy.
the years. I think I said mentioned the years. I got it in '96.
Living with a volunteer
I
fireman
was a
is never
corpsman.
dull, so I wasn't
Went to
surprised that there was a fire on the night of the Chamber of Commerce
FMFS
dinner.
school in '97. Shipped out to
You
Japan.
should have seen Jim's tuxedo shirt.
Had an awesome time with the
Sweaty,
Marines.
oily mess, especially
And
that
then,
collar.
got
I
shipped
didn't know
out
if any
to,
detergent could clean
Florida.
it in just one wash,
And
but I
ended
reached for
my
my
tour
Tide,
there was a-
and sure enough,
you know,
Tide made it look terrific. We got there
the
looking better
military,
than ever, and
a lot of
fashionably
people
late.
If it's got to be
they
clean,
carry that
it's
with
gotta
them
be
throughout
Tide.
their lives, and I gotta say, you know, it was the best time of my life. Never give that up.
A message from Holly will continue.
Thousands remain in the dark after yesterday's storm. We'll have an update. And if you weren't out shopping, you were probably out shoveling. State officials say
Donnie
it wasn't
Pearson,
as bad or
hello,
expensive
Dave
as
and all.
first
Hope
thought.
everyone is.
Those
Oh
stories
wait,
and more
I
at
did state that
11.
earlier this evening.
Glenn
Well, it's
Yarborough
okay.
saying, "Baby, the rain must fall." The Patriots know what that's all about. The
Hello back at
downpour
you.
was on them in the end. Highlights in the Sports Locker.
We
Oh
wish you
damn!
warm and
Very
cozy
nice,
nights.
Iron. Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought you saw.
Is a wish you make
Maybe you knew I was the dog.
matter
Very
how big
nice.
or how
Very
small.
nice. And
Happy holidays.
Hoorah to the
This
CBs.
is
Yeah, man.
CBS.
Well-respected group of folks.
It's rich, sweet, and absolutely nuts. It only comes but once a year. The Jubilee Roll from Friendly's.
You know what?
Just order.
You see that roll? I want to. Can I rewind that? Let me rewind it.
And we'll make you the Jubilee Roll from
I
Friendly's.
totally want to bring back the rolls.
Just
I want to
order
bring
any
back
of
the
our
rolls to the
classic
holidays. As if there are no rolls to ever be rolled. I want to bring out these rolls. Because, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, and you would get these things out of gift catalogs. You can still do it. But it's not like you go to a family gathering at Thanksgiving or Christmas and there's a big-ass, weird-ass roll. I want to bring that back.
Oh no.
I don't care how it
Time to
tastes.
save
I want to
like
bring
the
it back.
Dickens at CVS, where every week there's a new sale. Like carefree sugarless gum in peppermint, wintergreen, and cherry flavors. 2 big packs are only
JM, thank you for the tip.
99
Much
cents.
appreciated.
New Vibrant shampoo and conditioner for healthy and shiny hair. Now only $2.49 each for the 50-ounce size. Saving is easy at today's neighborhood drugstore.
Oh, Garbage Bell, man, your timing couldn't be better.
Digging out the day after.
I
The
went
story
to
at 11.
Camp Johnson in '97. Very cool, man.
There's never been a tissue like new Ultra Soft Puffs.
It's amazing. This is like a powder puff. I have
Again, sorry guys, if I don't
4 out of 5 people prefer the
read all the
softness of new
comments,
puffs
I
over the
do
leading
miss
regular
a
tissue.
good portion of them. I probably only read around half of them. So if I missed you,
that is
deep
Soft enough
apologies.
to make
I
you
do try
switch?
my best.
Once you
though.
use puffs, you'll never go back to anything else. The old brand is history.
I am definitely switching to puffs.
Switch to new Ultra Soft Puffs. So soft, they're like first aid for your sore nose.
Nobody takes my puffs.
Hello, New York.
New butter.
Look is sweeping lashes coast to coast. Lashes so long, never had it so lush.
If you want to marry,
presents new long and lush mascara.
you're a girl or
The lash
boy,
elongator brush
I
makes
dare
lashes
y'all,
reach up and out.
like at midnight, right when your wife or husband is starting to fall
Vitamin E and
asleep,
keratin formula cares and
just say
conditions for
out
lusher,
loud,
plusher lashes. Coast to coast.
Molly
lashes so long,
McButter.
never had it so lush. New
and just see
long
what,
lush.
see what happens.
Cover
Play
Girl,
with it.
Redefining beautiful.
This episode is 158 Retro Commercials. This is 1979.
Retro
1979, guys. Right? I mean, it was beginning of the home video age. When people were recording
Pick up
stuff.
your Hershey's chocolate chip packages and read your label. No nibbling, Lawrence. See? Real chocolate. All natural ingredients. A real chocolate chip makes the chocolate chip cookie. Class dismissed. Class dismissed.
Hershey's real chocolate chips.
These ads.
They're all
The
natural.
70s ads were just something else. I mean, it's a window in a time that many of us never
Low
even
price,
remember.
high mileage, and a feeling
Some of you guys remember this.
The new Corolla Tercel.
But a lot of this, according to YouTube demographics, we were born around this time.
Right. Presenting the new front-wheel drive Toyota.
But it represents
the
a
Corolla
time,
Tercel.
an era where
Take care of her.
things were overly wholesome with their advertisements.
The The new Corolla
You
Tercel
can't help
is
but
America's
smile, right?
lowest
Look at that,
priced front-wheel drive car.
$3,600
No other front-wheel drive
for a
has
brand
more
new
front seat
Toyota.
legroom,
Isn't that
and it
crazy?
delivers Toyota's
I mean, it's
highest
just
gas mileage. But perhaps
mind-blown
most
stuff there, you
important,
know?
The Tercel is built so you can depend on
And that's a
it.
time
fact
when
which
everything
has
was
made the
optioned
Corolla
out. I mean,
the
you
world's
didn't get
best-selling
automatic
car.
transmission.
The
You
new
didn't get auto
front-wheel drive
windows.
Toyota, the
You didn't get an
Corolla
AC. And of course, you got your
Golden Gate Bridge, they made it.
metal wheels. But still, it's just a time, crazy time to remember.
For 30 years, I've been a hairdresser in Hollywood, where hot lights cause dry hair. I never found anything better for dull, dry hair than Alberto VO5 conditioning hairdressing. We use a touch of VO5's concentrated formula before setting or combing to put hair in healthy-looking condition, so it looks natural, easier to comb. VO5 can be just as fabulous for you.
Nice. Doc Iron Man. Dude, thanks again for the nice tip. Thank you very much.
So you haven't
You
had
crazy guys. Is this Kung Fu Theater?
Bank of America offers many checking plans, but no
You
matter
know,
which
I don't know
choose,
why. I never got enough
convenience.
Wally
The
McButter when
convenience
I
of
was a
nearly
kid.
twice as many
Just joking.
branches
I
than
never
one.
got enough of Kung Fu
Most
Theater
have
on
walk-up or
Sundays,
drive-up
and it was
windows
always
where you can bank early and late.
you knew Kung Fu
Plus
Theater
a
would come
monthly
on
time saver statement
because the
that's
cartoons
simple
were
and
over. It was
informative.
like the signal.
Convenient
It was like the
It's
flag
all
waving
part
of
the
hey,
growing
cartoons
money
are
convenience
over.
system at
It's
Bank of
Sunday.
America.
It is now Kung Fu Theater time.
I'm
And I was
flying
glued
Delta
to the
from
TV
Los
set.
Angeles to Atlanta for $246.
And I'm flying with him for $49.
It's Delta's new pair fare. You pay the regular adult day or night tourist one-way fare to Atlanta.
And you can take along someone you like for
Duffster bought my
$49.
first
Get
VCR in
details from Delta or your
1979,
travel
a
agent. And next
Zenith
trip to Atlanta,
Betamax,
take a friend
Macy's
or
warehouse
your
sale
mother-in-law.
for $800.
Or your mother-in-law.
That's a wonderful
ready
story,
you are.
and it's wonderful that you can remember that in that much detail. I love hearing stuff like that. It's so cool.
Oh, could you tell me about these cucumbers?
I'm the meat manager here at
VO5 is
Albertsons.
butter.
Ask me about my tender, flavorsome meats.
All right, what about
Love
Low
beautiful
prices.
McButter.
May I help you? I have low meat prices like you can't
CRH
imagine.
Garage boring. Why is it boring? This is awesome. How can this be boring?
You'll save so much on my meat that you can buy even more of my tomatoes.
Albertsons, come on in. We just can't wait to save you money.
Whose voice is that?
Pardon me, but may I have
That
one of those
voiceover.
smokehouse almonds?
Sure.
I know y'all know that voiceover. I think it was in a TV series,
especially these smokehouse almonds.
Twilight Zone, the 80s Twilight Zone, I believe.
That flavor is fantastic.
He was in a lot of stuff, I'm sure.
Well, you know what they say. One nibble is never
Samurai
enough.
Sunday in
Can't
Chicago.
seem to get enough of them.
It's
I
pretty
see
cool.
what you mean.
One nibble is never enough. Blue Diamond.
Commodore. All right, man. Good night. Have a good one. Thanks for joining, as always.
In a moment, we'll return to the movie for a Sunday evening.
We used to have Albertsons here in Texas. We used to have Safeway, and they're gone too. We used to have Food Line, but they went out of business because they injected all their meats with other chemicals to make them look nice and pink.
I'll keep this.
Just like a lot of other stores, actually.
What'd you forget?
Well, little lady, I'll tell you what he forgot.
CRH Garage, how's your meat?
Popeye and I have been pals for a long time now.
Look at
and from
this.
that
What is
first
this? This
can
is
of
awesome.
spinach,
I don't
it's
know
been
what it
love
is, but
at
it's
first
awesome.
Fight for millions all over the world. That's why I'm honored to be hosting Popeye's official 50th birthday
One of my
party.
favorite movies as a kid was Popeye the movie. Didn't really care for the cartoon much, but the movie, one of the most memorable things for me as a kid.
We'll have many Popeye cartoons.
I remember in elementary school back in the 80s, we watched Popeye the movie in the center of the sitting area of the school library. Sometimes we get to watch movies in the library. We didn't have a field day they would use up that afternoon. I used to love it. Dad ass.
I'll come back and kill you.
Please open up a fan membership. I joined this. This is so therapeutic. I'm not sure what that is, but if it's a YouTube thing, I'll look into it. But I can't monetize, so I don't have a lot of the tools that other YouTubers have. So
peanut butter into your life.
maybe something I can do.
Peanut butter chips. They make great chip cookies if you can hold on to them long enough. People like
Robin
them right
Williams.
from the bag
I mean,
because they're made from real peanuts.
that's a movie you
But
can't
wait
really
till you
reboot.
taste it in
I think Robin Williams
Get
did
yourself some Reese's
such
peanut
a
butter flavored
perfect
chips.
Popeye.
And if
I
you
mean,
wanna
he
make
was
cookies,
perfect.
hide
I don't
them.
think anyone can replace him. I don't think anyone can replace him.
Love's all rib combination is for rib lovers. They start with super salad and hot bread. Then add juicy, slow-cooked beef ribs. Love's famous barbecued beans, corn on the cob covered in butter. Then
Yeah, the ABC primetime investigation killed Food Line. I remember that. It was all over the news about their meat.
To top everything off, tangy pork ribs. When you're in love,
And we used to have Loves all over Texas. I don't see them anymore either.
Welcome to Timbuktu.
Ooh, Madam, you know, remember that movie Boomerang? And this chick, this old lady was in there. Madam, damn it, I can't remember what they called her in there. But she was the mascot of their perfume line. Madam
Entertainment
something.
Center. Phone 213-436-3661.
Garbage Pail, subliminal message, JM, probably so.
Oh, honey,
Garbage
I'm waiting.
Pail.
We're going to play our little game.
Going to the Popeye Museum in the summer. Holy shit!
Promise to play
I didn't know they had a
Mastermind.
museum. That's
I try to
amazing.
break your code,
Hey
you
man, if
try
you
to break
go,
mine.
take some photos. I want to see them.
Play
If you don't
Mastermind
mind,
without
that'd be
me?
awesome.
With new electronic Mastermind, you can play alone, honey. I already programmed in my secret code.
New electronic mastermind by
Definitely less cleavage. Look at this game. Look at this crappy game. It's like 2 calculators and a passport.
You used to say that to me.
Iron Man, did your school watch the Challenger like me and other school? Yeah, we watched the Challenger. We watched all of the NASA stuff when it would go. They'd bring in the little roly-poly TV on a stand thing and roll it into the classroom. And we would watch all of the NASA stuff when they launched. I loved it. My dad worked at NASA, so it was like a really big thing for us.
The world's favorite airline.
Do you remember that story about the 3 bears? This was too big. That was too small. And finally, something fit just right. Like the J30 from Infinity.
This, by the way, is Retro
Well, that's my
Commercials
definition of
173, episode 173 from 1992.
And live happily ever after. Infinity.
And as a young dude, when I got out of the military, I loved the Infinity line of cars because it was the only luxury brand that was almost reachable for me. As like, I can almost buy a used Infinity one of these days, even though I never did.
Bill Cosby's You Bet Your Life, weeknights at 7:30 on Channel 2. This man is a banker. Not your run-of-the-mill banker. Fact is, he's Saddam Hussein's banker. If he doesn't look the part, that's because he's in jail. What for?
Iron Man, I'll make note of that, bro. I like to put my little notes in my,
the Americans in
have a notepad here right in the bottom of this.
Baghdad knew that you were there, knew what you were doing.
I certainly will. Thank you.
The Department of Justice has been covering it up for 3 years. And now I think it's beginning to unravel.
Here's our enemy.
Mick
The Sierra
Butter.
Club, the Nature Conservancy, the Humane
Shelley
Society
Duvall.
of the United States.
You know what's funny? I kind of crushed on her during Popeye too. Even though she was lanky and
has turned ugly. Wait until
so
you see
thin.
what the fight over the environment has turned into.
They cut me here.
And the music was just awesome. I mean,
I had no idea that there were people out there who could do this sort of thing.
I don't know what you call them because I think it's more of a musical movie than anything else. And I hate musicals, by the way. But I absolutely love
headquarters of
Popeye.
what many in the movie industry consider the best-run film company in the world is modest and distinctly un-Hollywood. The company has fewer full-time employees than you'd find at a mailroom at a major Hollywood studio.
There are no business affairs people.
That's
There are
fine.
no lawyers. The contracts are done very
Nice.
quickly, let's say in 24 hours as opposed to 6 months. Within that 6 months, we have already finished our film and it's about to be marketed.
Jell-O
So
pudding.
there is that great difference, what Hollywood does and what we do.
60 Minutes was a grandma show. I never watched it. I mean, I never watched it.
I'm Leslie Stahl. Those stories and Andy Rooney tonight.
I think I put these 60-minute snippets in here to punish my followers for some reason. Maybe I had a bad week.
Bobby's dad. I'm a police officer.
I'm Jessica's father.
That was
and
totally
I work
not
for
interesting,
Wausau
gotta
Insurance.
say.
I'm Corky's dad.
My
I'm a
apologies.
professional quarterback.
Do you really work for Wausau?
Yes, I do.
What does Wausau sell?
Business insurance.
What's it like being a business insurance?
Grease? Oh man.
Mr. Quarterback?
Yeah.
So Grease, I was too young to know Grease. I knew Grease 2, the movie, and I had like 3 hard crushes on 3 of the girls in there. The nerdy one, the main actress, who was
all cars are made
Batman chick, forgot her name.
But one of these sheets is actually a sandwich of steel, resin, and steel used by Lexus
Look at this
to help
Lexus.
quiet the cabin of the LS400. Care to guess which one?
I would love to step into a brand new 1992 Lexus 430, mint like not 1 mile on it, or maybe 5 miles. They have to put some miles on it, right? And just sit it and just take in this the smell of the old 90s leather in that thing.
Love stamps, as there are people who love them. These are stamps.
Michelle Pfeiffer, that's right, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Ask for the World War II stamps at your post office now.
JM, thank you for that tip, my man. Much appreciated, and thanks for chatting on the chat room here, making it fun.
That only expensive luxury cars that offer standard access.
Yeah, my wife they love the original Grease, and all of her sisters love the original Grease. I don't know. I'm not a Travolta Grease guy. I'm the Grease 2 guy with the English dude and the motorcycle.
I'm impressed with NCI service people, and I've always really been treated very well.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, Lexus, I mean, these Japanese luxury brands, they started moving into the U.S. market early. Late 80s, early 90s.
They're always asking, is there anything else you want?
That personal touch says we do care.
MCIs want talking to your neighbors. People want to be in touch with the people they care about. And if each of the 2 people who are connected have MCI and we can save them money on their phone calls.
VHS, I was sick that day. I learned it from watching you, Papa.
My dad used to say, a man who said he never had a chance never took a chance.
Everyone's wives love Grease. That's funny that you say that, man. I should make a show about that as a phenomenon. The phenomenon of wives loving Grease, the original movie. What's up with that? Let's discuss.
I think American Express is welcomed at the Sardine Factory and other fishy places.
That's what I'm here for.
The all-new season premiere of Murder, She Wrote.
Speaking of cars, I think my first car, so when I was a teenager, I got my license early at 15. And so I drove the hell out of my mom's station wagon. And I didn't care, I did care. I did care a lot. I mean,
Thursday.
Sometimes I would have to use that car to go out at night.
Sometimes he'd pull up
and,
in his car.
you don't want any girl seeing the station wagon.
Jump about 15 Japanese businessmen.
Brandon Pinson, thanks for the tip, man.
Don't even let me introduce you to my friend.
So what I would do
The first time I switched pain relievers, it was from
is
aspirin to Tylenol.
I would park like
and recently,
2 blocks
I switched
away.
again, from Tylenol acetaminophen to Advil.
And I would act
See,
like
I got
my
these
friend dropped
really
me off.
Pounding headaches, and I found Tylenol didn't
So,
always get rid of all the pain.
If
So
I ended up
tried Advil
hooking
and
up
found
the
that
girl
my really
for
tough
the
headaches,
night
2
or
Advil
whatever,
worked better than 2 extra
I would
strength
go in
Tylenol
her
tablets,
car,
better
and then
than
I would
extra strength
find a
Tylenol
friend
caplets, better than Tylenol
to
gel
pick me up
caps.
and
For
take me to
tough
my
headaches,
car that I abandoned
Advil
so that she
just
would never
works
see it.
better.
So
Advil,
embarrassing.
Advanced medicine.
I mean,
for
the
pain.
things we would go through
Is it right for me?
to not be embarrassed
You know,
by such
patch?
trivialities.
You know, Habitrol.
It's a patch.
Habitrol.
Habitrol.
Habitrol nicotine transdermal system. Available by prescription only.
Thank you, doctor.
James Taylor said, my wife. My wife woke up from her sleep when she heard Grease
The
mentioned.
affordable Canon CJ10.
That's hilarious.
The power of color is yours.
Oh, man.
How much insulation do you have in your attic?
I know when
3
I
inches?
was old.
6 inches?
I knew I was old when I watched an episode of
Well,
Murder,
the
She
Department
Wrote
of
by
Energy
accident a few years
recommends
ago and
R38
actually liked
for
it.
most American
You know,
homes,
Melvor,
which is
it's
a
funny you mentioned that
a
because
foot of
I've started
orange
watching
pink fiberglass.
Monk.
So
Something I totally would
download
never
it
have
and
watched
measure
when
your
it came
attic
out, but I've
insulation.
started watching Monk.
And get rolling.
I'm older now.
And get a foothold on your
Family
energy bill.
trickster.
For more information, call 1-800-GET-PINK.
60 Minutes, a CBS News weekly magazine, will continue.
Monday, dust off your dancing shoes
Herman, you can't dance.
and celebrate with Emmy winner Michael Jeter and Burt Reynolds on the season premiere of Evening Shade. Then John Ritter's ready, but is Marky Post willing?
Haven't you ever been turned down before?
John Ritter died from, was it cancer? Poor guy.
Right
I
after
love
the
John
season
Ritter.
premiere of Evening Shade Monday.
Wednesday night is for breaking the rules, taking the system to all new heights. Wednesday night, The Hat Squad.
This is CBS.
Had a 96 Sonata as an office call in Korea. Back in the day, back in the early 90s, I remember the Korean cars got a lot of flack because the tires they used were like, they'd wear out so quickly or something.
They come in a variety of sizes and shapes.
JM, thank you. Apology
And so do the
accepted.
gifts at the JCPenney Mother's Day
Buick
sale.
Electra.
Right now, you'll find an array of gemstones
Iron Man
and
has to
an
go to
assortment
ship
of gold
with the
jewelry at
US
50%
Iraq,
off.
giving
A
up
lovely
now
range of
first
sleepwear and
down.
robes for
Iraq
20 to
even.
30% off. And great savings on dresses.
Yeah,
no matter
man.
what
I have
style
the memories
fits
too,
her. Don't miss the
bro.
Mother's
I never
Day
went
sale
to
with all
Iraq
our
or anything
gifts
like that.
and
I was in
hassle-free
Okinawa, so
returns.
we may have been in Okinawa at the same time.
Mother's Day will be bigger
The
than
Rock.
you ever expected.
Orion beer. Karaoke.
I always said I'd come back here. And minor arthritis pain wasn't going to hold me back. Not as long as I have my Ultra Strength Bengay. It has 3 pain relievers. They only
Yeah,
have
heart
1.
problems. That's right.
It's the strongest Bengay ever for deep,
John
penetrating
Ritter.
warmth right where it hurts. To
And it's
help the pain
crazy
go
how
away.
some of these guys, I mean, they just fall
Because
over
to
from
me,
things
retirement
that they
has
probably
nothing to
could
do
have
with doing nothing.
taken care of
Ultra Strength
earlier. You know?
Bengay. Nothing
Signs.
stronger.
Some people, you know,
The
my
International
stepdad,
Association of Wildland Fire just approved the
he's
nasal
had
congestion
underlying
for
heart issues
firefighters on
for
duty.
over a decade now, as far as the doctors say. And we didn't find out until like 2 years
clears
ago.
up sinus and allergy congestion.
We just ignored them.
Approved because it relieves painful sinus pressure.
Freaking
And most
genetics, man.
importantly,
Let me tell you.
approved because Sudafed gives all this relief with no drowsy side effects. Strong medicine, no drowsiness. Sudafed clears you up without slowing you down.
Gate 2.
Awful to watch.
Is that Kinzer Gate 2 or?
Would you like your fuzzy
There's
If
I
it's
was
very,
I
very
was in
kicks with
Camp
real fruit juice
Handsome,
added and natural flavors,
and we had a
you
Gate
can
1
say
and Gate 2.
Exactly.
And the buses, yep, I would take the buses. Too cheap to have a car, that's for sure.
Gets germs off hands.
Sorry for those of you hearing me just kind of banner on about Okinawa and the military. Iron Man and I apparently were in the military around the same time and had some of the same experiences, which is really cool.
Anti-germ palm olive.
Sudafed, no.
You know this designated driver thing? It's a good idea. I think designated drivers should be awarded sainthood.
And I'm a big fan of Frasier, but
Kiss your school ring as you stood
I never really got around to watching all of the shows. I just watch, I mean, it's little fractures here and there of the show in between different seasons, but
almost never dry heave into their
I never
cornflakes
sat
the next
down and
morning.
spent some time to watch it and enjoy it. I know it's a really great show. I enjoy it. I should watch it. There's so many things I want to watch that I just can't catch up to. There's like this, it's a crossroad. Every time I watch TV, I'm on a crossroad. Do I go retro, or do I watch the newest Netflix thing? You know.
Buddha, OJ, purple stuff.
3D,
Yeah. Tastes like orange, tangerine, and lime.
Some healthy junk too.
Hey, good service.
Hey, way to go, Mom.
There's Air Force Gate 2. Oh, Kadena. Right, Kadena. I love Kadena.
It's a CoverGirl promise. Dramatically magnified lashes that still look natural.
guaranteed. With professional advanced mass.
Brandon Penson,
The
yeah.
probe-like system
Eartha
isolates
Kitt,
virtually
Lady
every
Eloise
lash for
from
dramatic
Boomerang.
length
If y'all haven't
performance
watched
without
Boomerang,
the usual clumps or globs.
it's a great,
Professional
it's
advanced
a really,
mascara,
it's when
dramatically magnified lashes that
Eddie
still
Murphy
look
was
so
kind of in
natural,
his prime as
guaranteed.
being.
If you don't agree, call 1-800.
I mean, he was always in his prime during the 80s, but in the 90s, he became this kind of suave
Thank you. I finally
character
found the
with
reduced fat peanut
in
spread.
comedy and movies. But
more like
Boomerang is a really good
fat chip.
90s movie. I love the part where he visits his best friend's parents' house, or the parents come to his house,
The taste doesn't
and he
come
shows
close
them
to
the mushroom
Jif would
print
do it right.
lining of his jacket. If you watch that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
More fresh roasted peanut taste and less fat. Choosy Moms.
So Rich Bell,
reduced
dude,
fat
man.
The day she was born,
I have
I
not
thought I'd
gotten
never
around
let
to
go.
Parker Lewis yet. And it
But
keeps
before
on. You
I
know what's
knew it,
funny?
She started pulling away.
It's one of those things you're
Crawling
excited
so
about
fast, her
watching,
diaper kept
catching up
gapping and
on.
sagging. That's why
But
I
other
like
real
these
life
new
stuff
Pampers Stretch. The
takes
first
precedence,
diaper with
and
stretchy
you
sides,
forget,
made to
and
fit like
then
no
the
diaper
next week
ever.
you're like,
That
holy
helped
shit.
keep her dry and see her through her
I
next
totally
steps
meant
in
to
life.
watch that,
Her first
and then it's
Stretch
cyclical.
may
It
be
keeps
one more reason
happening. It's like a
81%
freaking
of
Twilight
all
Zone.
hospitals choose
You get caught up in this never-ending
Keep her happy and dry.
360 of things you keep forgetting to do.
Can't wait.
I hate that. It's so weird.
Wake
It's like
up to
it's like the
naturally
freaking
decaffeinated
Matrix.
Folgers with the richness of mountain-grown
But no, to
beans
answer your
and all
question,
the
I haven't gotten
aroma and
around.
taste
I
of
haven't even
regular
got to
Folgers.
episode
In
3
fact,
yet.
If you didn't know Folgers
well,
decaffeinated
some of it,
was
but
decaffeinated.
I want to.
You know, with all these changes, I'm glad we didn't switch to
Boomerang had
decaffeinated.
Boys to Men.
Nothing wakes me
Boys
up
to
like
Men.
this.
Boys to
I'm glad you
Men.
enjoyed it.
East Coast Family. Yeah, I think so.
Just needed to wake up.
I know.
I love the Pink Panther. Pink Panther
Arrested
is pretty
television,
awesome.
NBC Tonight with an all-new Unsolved Mysteries. He was a notorious criminal, a fugitive on the run. captured
Sorry,
by
guys.
surprise.
Again, if I don't catch
But
up
wait till you
to
see
your
his brilliant
comments,
escape. Then on Dateline
much
NBC,
apologies.
she calls herself
It
Beth
kind of
Price
goes quick,
because she says she has
and
more than
I
50
can only catch her
personalities
in
inside a very
half.
complicated mind.
So many
Then
apologies
Homicide, the
if
season
I don't
finale.
answer your
He's
question
out of prison,
or see
and he's after
response in time.
This is the last day of his life.
An all-new Homicide following Dateline and Unsolved Mysteries.
See,
NBC Tonight.
JM, change the channel.
Who taught you how to shave your legs?
Hey, it's the
Your
90s,
mother?
man.
You start with a bar of soap, work
Parker
up a
Lewis
good
is
lather.
awesome.
Sometimes I use your father's shaving foam.
Skintimate Shave Gel has
You'll
a
get
rich
around to
blend
it.
of 8
I know,
moisturizers.
yeah. I know, right?
including
Yeah.
Vitamin E.
As long as you keep on telling me about
Skintimate protects
you know, catching up
against
to
nicks and
Parker
dryness
Lewis
as soap
and
water
Molly
shaving
McButter.
These little bandages
gold.
are a perfect fit.
Skintimate Shave Gel. There's no softer way to shave.
You're looking for something different.
Miami Vice is like a movie. I think they had a movie
New from Crystal
in
Light.
87 or 88. They actually had a
Pink
Miami Vice
strawberry
movie
with a kiss of kiwi. Passion
because their
fruit
series
with
was
a
doing so well.
splash of pineapple. Light, refreshing, and just 5 calories.
Yvonne Singh, hey, thank you for joining
Passion
in.
had a taste. This
Welcome
would be
aboard.
it. Tropical passion. New from Crystal Light.
These are all good cleaners, but did you know that not one of them disinfects? So you don't get your home totally clean until you use Lysol.
Yeah, Martin
deodorizing
Lawrence was
cleaner.
in Boomerang.
Lysol cleans and kills germs without any extra effort. Germs can
Great
be
show,
anywhere,
too.
so don't do part of the job. Lemon Fresh Lysol
think it was just called
deodorizing
Martin,
cleaner
right?
cleans
Martin.
and disinfects.
Clear a completely clogged drain without a snake. More power to you. Professional strength Lysol drain opener. It sends more.
Yeah, I
power
think
to
there
the
is. I think I have. I
Lysol
think I
drain
know
opener.
exactly what tape it's on too. So I have this Miami Vice tape. I mean, I have quite a few Miami Vice Betamax tapes. In the late '80s, one of the tapes I had was called Miami Vice a Movie Special or something like that. And I think it was an hour and a half long, or it was 2-hour episodes that were treated as special episodes, or an episode that was a movie, something like that. It's kind of, it's a little foggy, but
Extra Strength Bear.
they did have one.
Polident for partials has the power to clean the pearly part and the metal part. And the best part, it
Odd
only
Rain,
takes
hey, what's
5
up, man?
minutes. Powerful Polident for partials. For silky smooth legs in or out of the shower, it's the Remington Wet Dry Shaver for women. No nicks, no cuts. The Remington Wet Dry from the #1 brand in women's shavers.
Ma in.
Today makes flying the unicorn balloon in Scottsdale.
Martin was funny.
Next
Wasn't
Sally, teenage
wasn't
girls gone really
that show
bad.
on It wasn't Fox back then. I think it was called UPC or
was a notorious criminal.
U something or the WB. There was a lot of transitioning back then with that station, that network.
Then on Dateline NBC, she says she has more than 50 personalities. The incredible story of a modern-day
that's
civil.
right.
Then Homicide, the season finale. He's out of prison, and he's after Frank.
JT, what's up, man? How you doing?
All-new Homicide following Dateline and Unsolved Mysteries, NBC tonight.
Jeez,
If you're over 65 years young, here's healthy advice from your elders.
Know yourself. Know what you can do, and go ahead and do it. Because every day is a new day.
Every day's
Call
a new
now
day.
to find out about the Humana Gold Plus plan for seniors and anyone else who is eligible for Medicare.
I believe
Retro commercials.
Because we can only guarantee they're Paul Mitchell if you get them in a salon.
Remember,
Sorry about
what
that.
you see.
This episode is 228. I called it
this number.
90s Extravaganza.
The new Easy
From
Steering.
95.
Inside, there's a walking ship. Outside, there's a whole world.
Did you ever watch Airwolf, this TV show? My dad watched it and recorded it back in the 80s. I'll never forget the intro music,
Every
you know.
weekday morning at 8, only on Lifetime.
Julia, I just cannot believe you were going to let this person sleep here.
Well, Suzanne, what would you suggest?
Look at that hair. Look at that
We
hair.
have to fumigate.
It's like
he
a
won't go to a motel.
I just can't believe
fluffy,
he was
dark
that worried
rainbow.
about breaking a lifetime record of never having stayed in a motel, especially if we paid for it.
I just can't believe I have to marry him.
Monopoly game at McDonald's. Well, Joe Harrington Jr. won $25,000.
Oh, man.
So many people have been playing and winning the Monopoly
So the
game
whole
that many
Monopoly
McDonald's
thing
are
was
out of
so
vacancies.
popular, and the Scrabble
But
thing
you
with
can still be a
McDonald's.
winner because you made the Monopoly
I
game
think they
such
made a
big
show
success. We're giving you a
about it and
supersized
how
thanks. Now through Thursday, May 25th,
on one of
by
these or some
exercising you,
conspiracy
and we'll
thing,
supersize it free. That's right.
something where the third party they used for the whole lottery part of this wasn't
We
done
asked
right
some of
or
the
something.
hottest new comics on stage to switch antiperspirants and try new Degree.
So you think this stuff works, huh?
As your body heat rises, Degree now releases even more protection.
I'm dry, I feel great. I feel
I mean, and you could get almost all
Advanced
pieces,
formula Degree, now for an even higher
but everybody
degree
had
of
the same
protection.
pieces.
Yeah, I used
It was one piece from every
Johnson's
part of the
Clean and Clear.
Monopoly
Nobody's zitless.
that people missed, and that's what you needed for
I'm
that
not gonna
grand
lose sleep
prize.
and not go out over this here today, gone tomorrow. I'm just here to ruin your life today thing.
Deep cleaning. With a pharmaceutical ingredient no leading astringent has.
Zit. I mean, what's that? Zit.
Yeah,
It
that's
actually
right. It
helps
was rigged,
prevent
Iron Man, and
pimples.
they made a
Skin is
documentary
clean,
about it. That's
beautifully
right.
clear and under
And there's
control.
like these
Can you handle it?
victims,
I can
you know,
handle
that were part
Clean
of the
and
part of the
clear and
documentary
under
who were just
control.
like, dude, I didn't get my piece of the pie. Or they only got they won, but they didn't get what was promised to them or something like that.
As well as committing 37 errors. People ask if I'm disappointed that the strike is over.
McMillions, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
For me, just showing everyone how much money could be saved by dialing 1-800-COLLECT. That was the opportunity of a lifetime.
I want to watch it again. It's been years since I watched it. So McDonald's has this. I'm kind of a fast food junkie. Shouldn't be. Totally a bad thing, by the way. Especially for someone who's in his 40s. But not often. Maybe once a week at the most. But when I do go, it's usually McDonald's.
I wasn't
And they
due
have this
for
new
another
thing
2
out
weeks.
where it's, I
Suddenly
think it's
there I
$6.
was,
You
having
get this
cesarean.
massive basket of
David was
fries,
wonderful.
and I love their
And
fries.
when it was all over,
I mean, you could
I
literally
was
leave the
perfect
fries
little
sitting there
person.
on your desk for 5
a lot
years,
of pain.
and they'll never go
later I
bad,
was
and
kind
will
of
retain their
surprised
shape
when the
and
doctor gave me
everything.
Tylenol.
Horrible.
With all the other choices they have, but
Anyway,
the
I'll do
Tylenol
that,
made me
and I'll
feel
get
better.
a couple
So I
of
put
the.
my
It's
mind
like
on
it's a
more
combo deal with this
important things.
basket of fries and
Pain
two
reliever hospitals use
double
most.
cheeseburgers
I'll never forget what made me change to always.
and
I had to leave this party
a
with my jacket
Molly
tied around my
McButter.
waist, thinking this should never have happened. My pad just didn't work well enough. So I started using
McMillions.
always. The wings help stop
That's
the leakage
right.
inside.
I need to watch that again.
Plus, it
I
has
mean, I
dry
enjoyed
wing.
it. It was a
No
good
other pad
documentary
has
for
it.
sure.
Once the flow goes
Kinda feel
through the
bad for
top
those
sheet, it's
folks, though.
trapped, and my panties stay better protected, unlike with my regular maxi. Always works by giving me cleaner, drier protection. Always with wings. It's cleaner, it's drier, it's always.
Sunday on a special day and time. If you think Tales from the Crypt
Look at
is
this.
creepy, wait until you see the latest Tiny Toons adventure.
There's one thing I wish I had more of. I wish I had more Halloween material because I don't have much at all. I have a lot of Christmas stuff,
7, 6 Central.
a lot of Thanksgiving stuff, but I have very little October Halloweenish stuff. Look at this, 90210. Oh yeah, y'all remember Fruitopia? Do they sell that anymore? Duffster, it's bad, Dave. Every day, $1 large fries. I mean, they're so good, and the salt and the grease. It just makes your mouth salivate. Salivation. McDonald's dollar fries. I like that ad. It's a pretty good ad. It's a pretty good ad for 1995.
Dear gang, the Butte's here. Beautiful. Life is a highway. Really good. Seasick. We made some new friends. And the animals here. Kinda cute.
Is it Kia or Neojet?
Make sure you come with a quip.
Geo Metro. Y'all remember the Geo Metros?
Some of the
In high
best
school,
ideas on the
I think
road.
a third of our school
AT&T True Savings
who could drive, I mean, the students who could drive, they had Geo Metros or something like that, or Saturns. Saturns, man, you still see those darn things driving around today. This thing's
We
been
asked the
built
hottest
to
coaches in the game to
turn
switch
around for
antiperspirants and try new degree.
Body heat activated.
As your body heat rises, degree
bucket of
now
fries from
releases even more
McDonald's. I don't
protection.
remember recall that, but that's amazing.
New advanced formula degree, now with an even higher degree of protection.
To Joanne, a terrific daughter-in-law who spent all day over a hot stove baking this amazing dessert.
Did I have to adjust?
With a fluffy whipped topping, a layer of
Well, you know what's funny?
creamy
Most of my stuff is on. I have my equipment. I have auto adjusts on its own.
Double-layer desserts.
I don't have to do it manually, but
Joanne, you are just too
Sure did.
good to be true.
Okay, Mrs. Timmons, finally got that oven working.
New Jello double-layer
yeah,
desserts.
I gotta say Wendy's is awesome too. Iron Man, yeah. I mean, there's nothing like a Wendy's classic or a Baconator. Like showing my fast food true colors here.
Fox NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs continue Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific.
Homer is caught in the scandal of the year. Now he's public enemy.
Another thing I missed that I kind of regret was I never got fully into The Simpsons because I was in the military at the time when it really started skyrocketing as one of the #1 shows.
So you can finish.
So I missed I missed most of the good stuff.
Glidden, a better way to paint.
They have the entire series now, I believe, on the Disney Plus.
The eternal question will be answered.
What do you want to do tonight?
Make it a blockbuster night.
A frightened child who cannot speak. A
Blockbuster,
brilliant
man.
doctor who won't give up. A shocking
How many of
mystery
y'all have
only
had the
they
chance to
can
go to the
solve.
last Blockbuster?
Richard Dreyfuss in a Bruce Beresford
It's on my
film.
bucket list, but I mean, it's
Silent
not like I
Fall
can
from
wait
Warner Home
long,
Video
right? Because you
Rated
know it's not going to last forever.
There are those who reach for that
But I
something
do wish I wasn't much of a Blockbuster kid because when you go, it's like half of the walls were filled with 10 movies that were just released, right? And none of them were available to rent because they'd all be rented.
50% less sugar and a lot
And all the
less
other
chance
stuff
of
was
getting
just
hurt.
stuff that you've already seen. But Hollywood Video,
Whoa! New Pepsi XL. Excellent
these
Pepsi
guys,
taste 50% less sugar.
true
With cheddar cracker combos,
True
you get cheese.
entrepreneurs in the whole rental space. I mean, they brought in import stuff. They brought in things you would never get in Blockbuster.
Combos. See what combos is the one snack
And they
that's
had a
twice as
large
good.
amount of B-rated flicks and horror flicks too. And
next season.
I loved Hollywood Video.
Tonight at 10
Fully, I mean, it was that's a play. That was my jam. That's where I went.
Did we just leave
And then
two
Suncoast Video in the mall
tiny bikinis
to
come
find the
here and
super
buy
hard to
beer
find
with your
stuff
fake
that was like
ID?
import stuff.
Look, what can I say? I'm just not attracted to Robin. She's got one hell of a hard body. All right, I'll give that up.
One
but
Chevy Guy
I'm
375
not
to show us
tingling.
your conversion process for VHS
You must
tapes.
be downing Novocaine
It
spritzers.
is on my list for sure. It is totally on my list of things to do.
And fax it anytime.
I worked at Blockbuster, Rip Blockbuster. Dave, just say it didn't have the naughty back room.
Have a problem with food sticking to your barbecue?
The mom and pop naughty back room
Just spray all natural Pam on
with
a
the
cold
curtain
grill,
entrance
and your
that
problem
acted as a
will
door.
go away. Pam
Can
makes
y'all imagine
barbecuing less sticky.
walking into a rental store and just smelling?
30-year mortgage.
Because you know, smell. For those of you who don't know,
So shouldn't you have a 30-year
smell
faucet?
retains the most memories. It's the this is the thing that hits the nostalgia senses the most. It's like, you know, smelling an old book. You know, cracking open an ancient book and smelling that old paper. It just reminds you of a library. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bob. Injury report. Avery Johnson Del Negro picked up the foul on that play. Avery Johnson.
He gets close. I just want to get closer.
It's all right to sweat when we're working out, but when we're close,
My haircut was
Sure or
exactly
not,
like
if
his
he
in the
smells,
90s.
it's over.
Get a
In
little
the early
closer
90s.
with Arid Double X, the anti-odor antiperspirant. Arid Double X helps keep you extra, extra dry.
I trust Aaron.
Mez TV, I love the smell of the new NES game. Yeah, man. Funny you mention that. All game cartridges had this factory plastic computer chippy smell. You know? I love that smell. Who doesn't love that smell?
Now their Satin Care Shave Gel. It's moisture rich for satiny smooth legs. New from Gillette.
You wanted them. Now.
CGK, all right, man. Well, have a good night, and thanks for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.
June 7th on Fox.
So, you want to smoke a little?
No, thanks. I think I've had enough hallucinations for one night. I'm just gonna kind of relax a little right over here.
I was so innocent as a kid. When someone asked me to smoke, I always thought it was literally cigarettes. I didn't have friends who really smoked weed. It wasn't like the thing in my clique. And so I never understood, do you smoke?
Retro
I go, yeah, I smoke cigarettes. And they laugh at me.
This isn't just another beautiful Christmas tree. Sure, it has ribbons and lights
Such an
and
innocent
ornaments,
little
but it
child.
also has hopes and dreams and wishes from needy children.
YouTube's
all over
needs
Southern
smell-o-vision.
California.
Can you imagine if you could smell things
And
like
help a
wafts
child in need
of
this holiday season.
like
The
this
CBS
Christmas
Kids
tree,
and
for
Dreams Toy
example,
Drive, a What's Right project brought to you by Macy's,
or the perfume she's
94.7
wearing
Wave,
mingled
Los
in
Angeles
with
Times, and
a
Universal
Christmas
Studios
tree, for
Hollywood.
example.
Now with your gift donation, get a complimentary pass to the Holiday Wonderland event at
Plastic
Universal
vapors,
Studios.
yeah.
Diamonds, the gift that lasts forever. The
There's
Jewelry
nothing
Exchange
like
in
a
Tustin imports all
big
their
whiff
diamonds
of
direct. They carry
asbestos
thousands of
in the
diamonds,
morning.
most GIA or EGL certified, and all at guaranteed lowest prices. 1 carat solitaire
Funny
start
cigarettes.
at $5.99. The Jewelry Exchange makes all their
Funny
jewelry in
cigarettes,
state-of-the-art factory,
aka
and has
wacky
hundreds of
tobacco.
rings, pendants, earrings, and bracelets. Only the Jewelry Exchange in Tustin guarantees all their jewelry to appraise for at least double. That's right, double the purchase price.
Make a
Buy
cologne
factory
called
direct and
Blockbuster.
save.
Dude,
The
if
Jewelry
you made a
Exchange in
cologne
Tustin.
called Blockbuster and then spread it out all across social media, you'll become a millionaire, I swear to God.
This Christmas,
Everybody would
do
buy
what
it
the
just
best
for
shoppers do.
the
Shop
novelty
Ross.
of it.
For one-stop shopping for great gifts, it's Ross. Save up to 70% on a huge selection for everyone on your list.
Grass, man.
I love it. I got
So these ads, and this is the last set of ads. These ads are from 1999.
Need fun back in your love
Y2 Kai.
Passion back in your bed.
The Big
You
Bubble.
need a touch of romance. Find a touch of romance.
The reset of the calendars on the
Browse through a
software
beautiful
as.
selection of fantasy items for fun, for pleasure,
Ooh,
for
look at that.
thrills.
Whoa, what's
A
going
Touch
on
of
here?
Romance has hundreds of products in a friendly, comfortable atmosphere. A Touch of Romance is located in safe, friendly environments. Most are next to your favorite mall. Visit A Touch of Romance near you. We all need a touch
Yeah,
of
sell it
romance.
at the last Blockbuster. That's right.
That's Rafiki.
My dad used to buy them all the time for us. Me and my brother.
17, born here at the Los Angeles
I mean, my
Zoo.
dad
And as you
smoked.
can
He
see,
wasn't
he's
like a
real
constant
favorite with
smoker.
kids.
Neither was
More than
I. I
half
smoked
a
in the
million
military.
children visit the Los Angeles Zoo
Cut from
on a
my
yearly
eyes,
basis.
right?
And they participate
But I
in
couldn't
over
smoke
30 educational programs
more than a
concerning
pack
wildlife and the
in like,
environment. I'm Stephanie Powers, and
I
I'll
don't know,
see you
4
at the
days
LA
to a
Zoo.
week because it would make me feel so disgusting after a while.
CBS 2 and
And my
Denny's
throat
welcomes
would
the
hurt
Radio
way
City
too much.
Christmas Spectacular,
My dad
starring
was the
the
same way,
world-famous
so we never
Rockettes to
really got
Universal Amphitheater. Denny's has your chance to win
addicted
tickets
to
the
where
world's
we were
biggest Christmas
smoking
show,
like a
plus
pack a
passes
day
to
or
the
a pack
Holiday
every 2
Wonderland
days.
event at Universal Studios Hollywood.
I eventually
Visit
gave it up
participating Denny's for one of
when
their
I
new
got out
All-Star
of the
Slams.
military.
Pick up your entry form and mail it to
And I may
CBS2.
have a cigarette
Start a family tradition
once
this holiday season.
every few
The Radio
months
City
just
Christmas
for,
Spectacular at
I
Universal
don't know.
Amphitheater
It's like,
and
well, it's
the
like my
Holiday
friend
Wonderland
says.
event at
It's
Universal
like milk and
Studios
cookies. When
Hollywood.
you're drinking
Enter at
heavily,
Denny's today.
and if you smoked before, sometimes you want to have that cigarette.
Central, Sunday.
And very true. It's very true.
No one has entertained so many.
The hottest thing in the world and appealed to all ages.
No one has traveled so far.
We went where the bullets were flying.
Yeah,
No one
you know, it's
has
funny, Iron
lasted so
Man.
long.
I started when I was in
He
my
has been Bob Hope forever.
E takes an in-depth
mid-teens, when I
look
was
at the
17
career of
maybe,
one of the pioneers
going
of
to clubs and
entertainment.
stuff like that. I mean, everybody smoked, so you smoke, and we all smoke.
all of it. Real stars.
But
real
what I
stories,
learned in the
Bob
military,
Hope Celebrity
especially with the
Profile,
Marine
this
Corps,
Wednesday at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on
was a freaking dip. I was dipping like a madman. Such a nasty habit.
The line between life and
Check out
death
this
is a fraction
awesome
of an
commercial. What the hell is this?
Bushido Blade 2.
I'm assuming that's a PS2.
Welcome to the world of Panasonic Sonic Shaving, the new linear razor. It's close, clean, fast, like lightning. 12,000
Manny
RPMs.
Santos, welcome to the
world's
channel.
fastest
Thanks for
shaving
joining
system.
in.
The new Panasonic linear razor. Super fast.
Welcome
supersonic.
aboard.
Rinses clean. Shave wet or dry.
Isn't it funny how our culture has
It's
shifted
Panasonic
so
Sonic
much?
Shaving.
I mean, it was just like
Get up to speed.
it was just like yesterday. You'd walk into a restaurant.
in my neighborhood that are dead from something.
And there's no smoking section, or you'd go to like a putt-putt golf, and you could drink beer and have a cigarette freely without people judging you. Of course, we all know that habitual smoking is the worst thing you can do, but
January 8th.
you know, there's a lot of bad things out there that still is kind of whatever.
Civil action. Rated PG-13.
Yeah, so much, and there's a smell, the smell of cigarettes in a restaurant. I mean, it's horrible, but if any of us remember it, and we were to smell it today, cigarette smoke mixed in with restaurant food, it would hit your nostalgic tingle so hard, probably break your back bending over, going, oh my god, I remember this? PS1, wow. It looks pretty good for a PS1 game.
It tastes so good.
This portion of E is brought to you by Kahlua White Russian. How come you taste so good?
Molly McButter. Oh man, I used to rock the Howard Stern show so hard too back in the 90s.
There's always something new at E! Online. This week, take a stab
And the
at our
early
Psycho
2000s.
Shower Game. Cast your vote for the year's best, worst, good, and bad in our 1998 poll. And send an interactive holiday card starring a celebrity with your personal Yuletide greeting. Plus, check out
Iron Man, no kidding, man.
the new online
You know what's
store
funny?
for
I've
all
had
things
a few
entertainment.
military folks
Purchase
who were
licensed
in the
products,
same,
music and videos,
who were
classic
served around the
collectibles,
same
and
time.
even cool merchandise.
It's, I mean,
Shop.com.
obviously when you're in the military, everybody joins around the same age.
Feels a danger. And now you can
Yeah, I think our generation of people are watching this with me right now.
The Mask of Zorro.
I gotta say, most of us are probably Gen X, probably. And now kids are referring to us as boomers, which is totally incorrect because my dad's a baby boomer. But anyway, I think we have the best generation of people. And some early millennials. You millennials, I'll give some of you that.
Step into action. Feel the romance.
I think, and I say that because I think
for a look at the hottest movies hitting the
we
big screen in your neighborhood.
It's the grew up in an age where technology, we're old school and technology, we're bridging that gap.
Take an in-depth look
in our
at a
culture
living
of
legend. Bob Hope's celebrity profile.
you know, the good old days versus the modern days.
It will change.
We grew up in that time. We got to see it all happen. We got to see,
Let 'em ride.
you know, PCs
A story of two
happen.
women
We got
who
to
share
see Apple
joys
happen,
and
all that
frustrations,
stuff.
whose lives are uplifted.
We're a
and
special
devastated.
generation, I think.
And now test their luck.
I think a lot of new
on Girls'
generations
Night.
take all that stuff for
You can hit
granted.
the jackpot
They'll
or
never
lose it all.
experience the things we
Starring
did.
Oscar-nominated Brenda Blethyn, Julie Walters, and Chris Christopherson. Girls' Night, only on Showtime.
Get in on their gamble of a lifetime and be a winner with Showtime and Cox Cable.
Looking to meet new people? Try the Nightline
I'm a
service.
crooner.
Connect with local men and women.
I
from
don't know what
right
that
here in
is,
Los
but it
Angeles.
sounds really
you
funny.
talk with whom you want, when you want, and the Nightline is totally private, so you can say and
77
do
baby,
anything.
76 baby here.
Ladies, for free access, call 213-613-4300. And guys, for a free 60-minute trial, just call 213.
We are the bridge.
613-4343.
We bridge two, and look at this. What is this?
It's cuter than the other chick who's in here now. Who had
We
all the work
bridge
done.
two generations.
Thank you, Ralph. Thanks.
Before Rudy Galindo became figure skating champion, there was substance abuse.
The drugs were compromising his skating.
Untimely loss.
When everyone was getting sick around me, I just basically put up a wall.
And questions about his sexuality.
I felt like my dad knew Rudy was gay.
How did this cutting
Yeah, the beeper
go
days.
from fallen figure
That's when all the bad stuff,
Kind of
the
miss
drugs
it.
started.
I mean,
to champion on ice?
I think he's just so great to overcome so
you
many
could choose
problems.
if you got the beep or not, you
Is
know?
Sunday at 8 on the E! True Hollywood
Oh,
Story.
I didn't see it, or
Yeah,
I
first
didn't
time
feel
I
it
looked at the
vibrate. My
picture,
battery
man, I was
died.
like, wow, wait, what happened? I was fat. I lost over 50 pounds on a Slim Fast plan. I finally found something that worked for me. It's easy. It tastes great. Once I lost the weight, my energy skyrocketed right through the roof. It makes you feel good after working out.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I look at life totally different now.
Slim Fast.
By the way, these
every
ads
day.
are from
Balanced nutrition
1999.
for a healthy life.
But
Anybody can do
the
it.
cool
if I
thing
can
is,
do it.
you can see these ads, and you can see kind of remnants of these ads, or pieces of these ads,
for all calls up to 20 minutes.
that speak to today's style of shooting an ad or shooting
Call
a
most of
commercial.
Europe and it's just $1.99 for all calls
I
up to
think
10
in
minutes
the
and only
late
19 cents a
90s
minute
is
after
when
that.
the whole
all day, every day.
new
Call
style
Mexico and
started
it's only
happening.
$2.99 for up to 10 minutes and
New
just
style of
34
ad
cents a
work, new
minute after
style of
that.
TV programming.
10, 10, 220. Great savings all over the world.
We want people to remember our name, Outpost.com. That's why we
1,
went
2,
to
3,
daycare
I love
centers
you.
all
Yeah, you can
across
make
this
hearts
great
and
country
stuff
of
like
ours
that. I
and
remember
met
that.
with the youngsters. Then we permanently tattooed their foreheads with our name.
Put your head down.
Excessive, maybe, but we're on
I
a
lost
mission.
50 pounds by eating McButter. That's awesome.
I say brown sugar. How come you taste so good? Say
Kahlua White Russian, how come it tastes so good?
This portion of E is brought to you by Kahlua White Russian. How come you taste so good?
Look at this. I'm trying to be so modern with this ad. They've got the dial-up sounds, the modem sounds in there. Shop.eonline.com. We got it. So I do have a set of ads. I mean, we'll talk about that. But anyway, preparing up at the end of this. Well, guys, as always, thank you so much for joining tonight's live stream. Sorry, it's Microsoft chat. I used to do Microsoft comic chat. But as always, thank you for joining in, and I hope that you have an awesome weekend. Ooh. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and as always, stay retro, stay awesome, and thank you for all your support and everything that you do that we like to celebrate. Memories. Can't hear myself because I accidentally turned my audio. In any case, we won't be, just as a reminder, we will not be doing a live stream next week. I'm taking a little break away from the channel, so to speak. But as we'll be uploading content as usual. This Sunday should be a very unique and special episode, so keep an eye out for that. JM, again, thank you for the tips, man. Dude, thank you for all the tips. All of you guys. So much. But what was I saying? Can't recall. Anyway, yeah, keep an eye out for a new episode this Sunday. It's not going to be retro commercials. It's going to be something else. A little bit of a special. And stay retro, my friends. Love you guys. Hasta la vista, hasta luego, hasta la pasta. Take it easy, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.